He just has a pool of scrying.
So anyways, well, this is new. I've never done this before, but, so after our glorious defeat at the hands of the man known as Koran Fudor, we were all separated from the party. And you see, Gazrog and myself and Rasha, fled for the group, and then we had to get together and, find ourselves. Then we found Eat Meat Hack down the river. Took a long time, a few hours. He was with that young fella that we captured. Gus, I think his name was. Now, Spell, they tend to talk a lot. But in any case, we moved on forward for the night. And when we were doing camp, Gus saw a weird, big cowman approach the camp. Real hoardy fellow. Never seen anything like it. In any case, though, apparently his name is Enter Novik or some such thing. We call him Novik because it's easier to say, but apparently he's from Blood Valley and New Gazrog and Russia. I don't remember him much, but, I guess you've seen one cow man, you've seen them all. Don't really know much about it. But, we decided to go, hunting down some new slaves we lost, and found out that there's, a dwarven settlement nearby, and there's some old wood cabin, and the party's like, let's go get us some dwarves. Yeah, we couldn't find them, no. Apparently, we didn't know where they were, so we went to the wood cabin, and when we got there, we found the place was empty, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the air started talking to us, and for a second, I thought I was going crazy. It turned out, though, there was this big blue fella that apparently was Gazrog's cousin. And they don't look much alike, but maybe they've got, the same kind of, mother side of the family sort of thing. Not sure what's happening there. But, he apparently said that there was, this wizard school nearby. And with the wizard school, apparently you can get, all kinds of slaves and people. And the deal is, we could get the people, the students. Well, he gets to eat the kiddies. I thought that was a bit harsh, but who am I to say? I'm just a codpiece. In any case, that's where we are. So there's our recap.
Okay. That's a good recap, actually.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh,
Can I just say how much I love the fact that Holy Meat kinda turned into a Canadian accent because you had to do it for an extended period of time. You've never spoken for that long as Holy Meat and it just became Canadian.
Just my old man voice. He's not even meant to have an accent, so it's just my accent, okay?
God, Heath, why aren't you an American accent? God.
So,
oh my gosh, Heath, no, you just don't understand. Every time I heard your voice just kind of draw out, on one of those long, drawn-out tones that you did, well, every time I heard one of those, I'm just imagining, Eat Meat or Holy Meat just, swinging on his codpiece, just, back and forth, just where?
He tells Gazrog their bedtime stories of his father's great conquest when Gazrog doesn't want to do it himself.
So in any case,
moving on, gentlemen.
Moving on, guys, back to game. As we gather the party together, you guys are still in the cabin of the Oni, Soul Riva. As he looks about each of you, as you guys have decided to take him up on his offer to hunt down the wizard school. We are backtracking a bit. We did end it before at it, but we're going to backtrack just a little here. As he looks at each of you, he goes, well, if you are all deciding to go after the school of the wizards, it's probably best for me to bring along my little traveling companion. And he looks over at the windows. Lyra, come in here. As you guys look out the window, you see what looks to be this tiny little creature coming out from the bushes. Josen, do you want to describe how your character looks?
This purple hooded dragon holding a dagger appears from the bushes.
Got a little black cloak on, and you guys can tell that it's definitely very tiny. In fact, it's a kobold.
Look,
Oh,
you had,
sure,
me
to
at
go.
purple. You had me at purple. I'm sold. I love her.
There you go. There you go.
Yay!
5 out of 7. Perfect 5 out of 7. I love it.
And as Lyra approaches the little camp, it goes, Soul Reaver goes, Lyra, get in here and meet her. A new business associates.
It's reminding me of that goddamn Berserk outtakes. Charlotte, get over here.
You like walk past a Turnovic who's like looking impatient, getting ready to leave. He's like, "There are no fucking dwarves here. What are we doing?"
Rasha will bend down and greet the little kobold. It's a... and what now? Lyra, right?
Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you. Name's Rasha.
Nice to meet you.
Eat Meat will also approach the small kobold, being the friendly person that he is.
Oh god, yeah, for context, Joseph, he's got a gag in his mouth.
Nice to meet you too.
He put it there himself as well.
There's a story there.
That's still the best thing I did last session.
But are we sure we want to keep it hidden? Keep the story hidden.
As Reaver looks down, Reaver looks over towards the party. Goes, Lyra here happens to be my personal cook. She does some mean baby back ribs.
Oh god.
The puns.
That hurt me. And I hurt Cody.
Hold on a minute, Heath. I need you to say, we're going to voice this one over again, and then we're going to edit the video later. I need you to just say baby back ribs one more time.
Baby back ribs.
Baby back ribs.
Man, it's a shame Josen doesn't get to meet Raznoff.
She might. She's going to be here a couple weeks.
Oh, sweet. Excellent. Never mind. I take it back.
In any case, you look over at Reaver, who looks over at the party and goes, Well, Lyra, are you ready to get going with our new companions?
I don't see an issue with that.
Good. Oh, and if they gets too uncouth, feel free to slit their throats.
Raznoff would be in his element.
Rasha is going to walk up behind Novak and say, so who are we ditching if they start slitting our throats? Sorry, who are we ditching if they start cutting our throats?
The Turnovic.
I'm debating guns, but I'm also thinking eat meat.
Us would probably have more use.
But I'm betting that eat meat is faster.
I'd still rather have gun.
Rasha just smiles and just gives Novak a pat on the back and follows along with behind Soul Reaver.
As you guys start walking, you just hear the voices as Gazrog walks by, as Holy Meat goes, is it just me, or does anybody else see the little purple dragon kid?
That was just a rat. Don't worry about it.
Oh!
I'm not a rat. I'm a kobold. Get it right.
I'm the druid here. I know what I'm talking about. I'm professional druid.
Must we immediately begin the infighting without the companions?
Ashley just gives us a little small laugh. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with him.
Oh, rats are getting really big, purpley, and scaly lately.
It's those damn smooth skins. That's why.
Oh! Kind of looks down at himself. I don't remember ever doing that.
Well, not all of them. It's the alchemists.
Oh! Gus, did you do that? I guess
Gus isn't gagged anymore,
that's
right?
Gus isn't gagged, that's right. My name's not Gus.
Well, it's we're going to refer you to now, so.
As the party leaves the Odie home, as the Soul Reaver leads you guys further towards the area, we pick up where we left off last time, as you guys are now outside the school he leads you to. There seems to be a sort of magic barrier, slight shimmering magic barrier around the school. At the moment, you guys are uncertain what it could or could not be, but you have a feeling there's something there preventing some sort of easy entry.
Rush is just going to give a small look around and begin going through her options.
Now, I'm no expert, but it seems that there is some kind of magic here.
So it would seem. Do you have any, you wouldn't happen to have any, methods of dispelling magic, would you? Either of you? It looks sorry, Lyra, I think, is it pronounced? Lyra, I'm sorry. Lyra and, Soul Reaver.
I don't got any skills with magic.
Okay.
Dispelling such enchantments are a bit out of the ability I have learned. But I do know to get through the barrier won't be too difficult. We just need to get a hold of one who is allowed to do it. With them in our possession, we should be able to pass through.
And how would you suggest we go about this? If what we need is on the other side, I don't see the solution in front of us.
I do have detect magic. I could probably sense what kind of magic it is, or at least see where its source might be. But if it's too far away, I don't know if I could really do anything about it.
As he looks over at you, well, I think our best bet is to have our best go forward and wait for one to leave the school.
God damn it, Heath.
Alright, sounds like a plan. Maybe we can set up a small trap for them. Just try to slow them down. I have a few ways of maybe making that happen.
I'm open to suggestions.
We just need to figure out which way they're coming out. So this might not be the only entrance or exit.
So, to give you a better picture of the school, what you do see is a single building. It's not ginormous by any means. It seems to be a relatively small building. It does appear to have side windows and a single door going in and out from what you can observe.
Alright, is there a dirt path or stone path?
There is like a dirt stone road path leading to it. You gather the building's about probably 120 feet by 120 feet, you'd gather.
Okay.
Just to refresh my memory, the magic barrier we're stuck at is like 100 feet away or something, right?
Yeah, you guys are about. Yeah, it does stretch out past the actual building itself.
How thick is the walkway?
About 10 feet wide,
Okay.
give or take.
Hmm.
No
Well,
activity inside the barrier that we can see.
You can roll me in a perception check.
Yeah, and on that note, can I roll an Arcana to try and figure out what exactly the... I want to figure out if, like, the barrier would potentially alert them to someone's presence.
Okay, fair enough. So with that perception, yeah, I'll say eat meat. You look into the barrier, and you can kind of see flickering lights coming from the window, and just underneath the door frame. You gather there is a class or something at the moment going on.
Okay, so no one outside the building.
Nobody's outside the building at the moment, no.
Okay.
Am I allowed to roll that Arcana check?
Yes, you can roll me an Arcana check.
Whoa!
Okay, I mean, you're not a master of magic still. You have some...
I'm not. I have vague knowledge.
Yeah, you have some vague knowledge. You gather the spell is less about alerting and more about keeping people out, from the look of the spell. In fact, I'll say with the Arcana and the Perception check, Eat Meat will kind of just poke you at the corner and notice that there's, on the top of the dome shape, you can see like a pigeon on top of the dome.
Okay, so we can gather that it won't damage someone if they touch it.
Unless that is supposed to be supposed to be an alarm. Maybe it chirps when when someone passes through.
No, it's not an alarm
It's a
system.
regular
Just
bird.
Yeah. So breaking the barrier, most likely, if we do it quietly, no one's going to become aware that the magic has fallen, at least if it's fallen temporarily.
Rasha is gonna just snap her fingers, and she's gonna start looking like, help me find a small critter of some kind, a squirrel or a rabbit or something.
Itonavik will immediately look at Josen's character, whose name I forgot already. Lyra. Immediately look at Lyra.
What you looking at me for?
She did say small.
So I take it you want me to sneak and see if there's another entrance or something?
Well, I would say hold off on one thing. I just want to check one. I want to try something first. I just need a small critter that's not humanoid.
I will let you know that sneaking isn't exactly my strong suit.
I know. I'm just want to test something. That's all.
I was mentioning that to Lyra.
What are we testing?
Rasha is going to begin casting Speak with Animals as a ritual spell. She just wants to see if like a small critter will just walk over to that church, like say that there's food over there or something.
Over the 10 minutes, Itonavic's probably gonna try to get out of line of sight of the building.
Okay, so yeah, I'll say with that, you find some sort of small critter. It's not that difficult to find one in a fucking mountain forest. I'll say you ever run across what looks like to be like a type of gopher.
All right, and Rasha will begin speaking with like, "Hello there. How are you doing, my little friend?" And begin like just like put a hand on like the top of its head and just start petting it.
Roll me an animal handling check.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my lord. What are these nat 20s?
Wait till combat starts and your guys' luck just goes south.
Oh, you know that's how it always works, Heath. Knock on wood. Come on.
As the gopher looks at
combat,
you,
we're just.
Oh, sorry, yeah, the gopher looks at you with kind of these big, kind of glowy eyes. He looked a little kind of hesitant because you're still a goddamn gnoll. Druid or not, you're a wolf-like creature or a dog-like creature.
I'm more of a hyena. I'm a hyena. Difference. I mean, not really, because they're both savages.
Yeah. In fact, hyenas are worse.
Yeah.
looks over at you and kind of looks and goes, I don't know what this is about, but she's doing good. Get grubs, eat grubs. Grubs.
Oh, you're looking for grubs? Well, funny thing, there's actually there's a lot of grubs over by the building, like, beneath the foundation.
Oh, grubs. And you just notice him look over there. Thanks. And he just wanders towards the barrier and then kind of like goes up, kind of like, and boop, bops his head against it and kind of rubs his head.
Huh, that's odd. I'm so sorry about that. Maybe it's... I'm so sorry, friend. Here, Rasha will produce a good berry and toss it to him.
Eats the good berry. Kind of looks back at the barrier.
I'm sorry about
Meat
that, man.
will kind of silently lumber up towards the barrier. I guess impatient-wise, he's gonna try and just take a experimental swing at it with the warhammer.
Okay. Roll
Rasha's gonna go in
an attack. So you take the hammer and just violently crack it against the barrier. As you do so, you just feel this, like, jolt come up your arm, and it's just like, whoosh! It kind of, like, creates this loud sound ringing out.
Gong!
As you do so...
Oh, God.
Did not expect you guys to try that. You hear voices coming from inside the school quickly, as you hear like voices being chattered and stuff.
This is why I never have
Rasha's gonna just grab meats. Go.
Everybody's gonna have to roll a stealth check. Do not be seen as they pop their heads out.
Can I get advantage because I was I actively moved out of line of sight of the school earlier?
I will give you a flat because you have disadvantage due to your armor.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I'll
I
let
already
you have
have
a flat.
Fuck me.
Oof. And I will have to roll Gazrogs, unfortunately. I'll also just give him a flat. Because I'll say he was also, knowing him, he would have stayed outside of the room.
Oh my lord.
So,
Jesus.
not surprising.
I like how
Huh?
the two of us in heavy armor rolled the same fucking number.
Wait,
So-
how do we see what people roll?
Can't you see it,
It's
Judge?
in the chat.
Yeah, you gotta click the chat box. Do you see it?
On the...
I'll give it. I'll show you, Judge. 1 sec, guys.
Yeah,
No worries.
Keep.
Oh man. Why? Just why, guys?
I
What do you
didn't
mean why? You should fucking fully expect this shit by now!
You guys surprise me every
How?
every week. Well, here's the thing. If I show up every other week, it gives me enough time.
But did I do good?
I was trying Sophie, I promise.
The worst part is, even if it's successful and
So
like he breaks,
I-
I'm pretty sure that's enough to let a spellcaster be aware that, ah, fuck, something's wrong with my barrier.
Yeah, here's the thing. Just, this is what happens when I show up like every other week. Is that I forget what you guys do.
What
you guys are.
us guys do.
I forget, alright, that this is the thing you guys constantly do. I'm like, ah, right. This is why the Hoard is not going to do well in the long run.
You honestly didn't expect the big stupid troll not to go Hulk smash?
So anyways, ironically, by some luck of miracles, The troll of all people who smashed the damn barrier dashes behind a bush in time. But unfortunately, the large minotaur and ogre, who, let's admit, are still 8 feet tall and rather stand out still.
We stand out a lot.
Yeah, do get noticed as you see this little apprentice stick his head out the door to see what happens as one of the apprenti notices the two monsters in the distance. Michael, that is your apprenti, so you can pick what he can do.
Atonovic will turn to the unusually silent Gazrog. Actually, no, that's pretty usual for him. He'll turn to Gazrog and he'll just be like, I am going to kill him.
As you say that, you just hear a, oh fuck! As someone just like, as you just hear the door slam.
Rush is just gonna whisper, "You guys run! Just pretend like you were trying to walk over, but you couldn't, and you stopped and you tried to smash it. Just walk away."
Yeah, I think if we probably retreat, they might think that they're still safe inside the barrier.
I mean, they are still safe inside the barrier.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to change.
Start chasing after you. That means we can hit him from behind.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work anymore.
You hear
Oh wait,
an
just so in
invisible
character.
voice echo out behind the lot of you, going, "Oh, for the love of..." Which is why he didn't roll a stealth check, because he just turned invisible.
Look,
Every week, guys, every week.
there is
You
a
don't
reason
know me
that
very well.
I asked you to do that earlier. There was a very good reason. I've known him barely longer than you have.
I was trying to see if there's a way that a small animal could get in, maybe. And that didn't work, and I'm sorry. I was trying, I promise.
Alright, so Reaver, do you think that if this thing takes enough damage it'll fall?
I doubt it. If it was that simple, I would have fallen to others, but I suppose you could attempt it if you think you can deal such damage.
We could,
If you doubt it, then I see no reason to try.
If only I could fly. Maybe I could try
How
to
will
test.
that help?
Well, if it had a limit of how tall the barrier would be, I could fly over that barrier.
No, we already saw a bird sitting on top of it. It's a dome.
Okay. I know, I thought it was like the dome of a building, sorry.
No, it's sitting on the dome of the force field.
Shit, okay.
Ambush is out of the question. We can't break through.
Is there any possible weak spots where the barrier wouldn't be as fortified?
Roll
there
me,
would
Magic
be-
network.
roll me a perception check, Josen.
I doubt there is. I'm no expert. I doubt there is one. But if it is, it would be up the top.
Yeah, you don't see anything specifically, unfortunately, that would indicate some sort of weak spot.
I got an idea. I'm gonna move positions right now. I'm going to cast. I'll give us some cover so that way we can move without being seen. On my mark, okay?
When you're ready.
Alright, and with that, Rasha will cast Fog Cloud.
Okay, so you cast Fog Cloud. Creates a 20-foot
And
sphere
we're-
radius.
Yep, that should be more than enough to cover all of us to at least like move out of where we were. Let's head back into the mountains. So that way we can think in peace.
Yep. Alright. But they know we're here now, so it's Not gonna get any easier.
Well, we'll have to wait until one of them comes out, try to capture them, and tell us how to dispel the dome.
Look, if one of them comes out, it's not just gonna be one of them.
Excuse me. More than
Not
likely.
Leaving one at a time now that they know that there's a minotaur and a ogre nearby.
So, are we in the mountains right now, or are we still walking?
Yeah, if you guys are backing off, you guys backed off, so it depends where you want to stop backing off from.
I would say at least until we're back in the... up in the hills, at least.
Okay, so you guys get back up into the hills. So what, you gonna retreat back to the Oni's home?
Probably not that far. It's... unless you guys want to.
Okay, how far? Just give me a time frame. Are you 5 minutes away, 10 minutes away? How far did you walk? Is kind of what I'm looking for.
Let's go 15
2
minutes.
hours? I don't know.
2 hours?
I mean...
Never mind, Rush is not
it's-
leading. Never mind,
it's-
Rush is not leading. Let's go like 15, 30 minutes away.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are 30 minutes away.
But let's not head directly back. Let's go around at least. So that way we can still just kind of spy on it.
Okay, so you guys back off 30 minutes away from the camp. So it's basically a dot in the distance now.
Alright. Rosh is gonna go up to eat meat. Why did you fucking hit it? Why? Oh, for God's sakes. And Rosh is gonna rip off the,
Okay.
Did we really need an explanation? Did we need an explanation for the fucking idiot with 2 IQ? That's in character. He said that in character.
Why did you walk up to him, gag in mouth, and ask him a question? That made the best sitcom answer I could ever hope for.
I'm sorry.
Now I can't even think about how I would answer the question now that the gag's been removed from my mouth.
Just do a sitcom thing and say,
But we don't need an answer. We know why.
The squirrel too small. Needed bigger hit.
Rosh is just gonna rub her temples and try to continue thinking of possible solutions for this.
Hey,
I hate to say it, but
if you kill him, we don't get in trouble for it, so if you don't mind.
I kind of almost wish I had Rasnoth here.
Heck, if
Almost.
Rasmus would just do it himself.
Eat meat will then immediately snatch the gag back and put it back in his mouth.
Thank you. Well, I see it as,
Why am I attached to this?
Because of Charm Person, probably. Because you're not smart enough to realize Charm Person's worn off. And you have free will again.
quick question,
I'm
Heath.
too stupid to realize I have free will.
Heath, quick question. Is Wild Shape considered a magic ability? So if someone were to say cast Detect Magic, they would recognize that I am, say, equivalent to polymorphed.
Yeah, it is still a magical skill.
Dang it. Okay,
It's not
that
they
rules
wouldn't
that
come
out.
under a school, but they would definitely detect that you are magical based off of that, yes.
Well, that rules that out. I guess we just wait until someone comes out now. Or people's.
Honestly, probably our only option is to just wait and attack.
Yeah.
They will, of course, be ready for us.
Remember,
But we don't have another option anymore.
okay. Well, let's begin. We'll wait until one of them comes out, observe the patterns, and then wait for another to come out. I want to make sure that we're not. I want to see if there's patterns.
Is more waiting really gonna help us here?
I mean, if we get ambushed we're dealing with magi. We have no idea what we might encounter down there.
What if we start with ambushing them?
That's
Set
what
up
I'm thinking.
around the campus and would attack once a few of them leave without them, well, hopefully knowing we.
Well, that's what I'm hoping for. Is that if someone decides to go out and they find that no one's attacking them, they'll put themselves at ease a little bit. And then once we realize that there may be a pattern of their routes, we can try.
Just a moment. I'm sorry. I'm breaking character. Sorry. There's no way Eat Meat's smart enough to think of this, but I want to say it. What if we just have our little kobold friend stake out for an hour or two nearby the camp just to see how any of them even manage to leave? Then we can recreate that to get in.
Well, but we do know vaguely how it works thanks to Soul Reaver. You have to be allowed to pass through it. So then if we capture one of them that are allowed to pass through it, we can pass through it with them. That was the initial plan.
Would a small dragon-like creature be less threatening than big ogres and trolls? And minotaurs?
I mean, you could probably pass yourself off as a child.
No.
Yeah, she's
Come on,
a
let's
little
pull the-
purple for the average kid.
They're fucking wizards. They're not stupid.
Does anyone have Mage Hand?
No! No! Nobody here is capable of using Mage Hand.
I mean, I can Thorn Whip, but that's about it.
Look, the problem is they're wizards. Mages, magicians, fucking whatever. The longer we give them, the more unpredictable they're gonna be. The longer they have, the more they can prepare. We need to get this done quickly now.
Alright.
First opportunity we get, we have to take one of them out.
I hate to say it, but I agree now. Alright. Let's set up an ambush. Should we head back to... We should head back to the path. Start looking through our options. And try to try to take them alive if possible.
They're probably gonna have some way of augmenting their senses or something.
That means that they're going to be more tired. That means they're just going to be more tired during their fight.
Yeah, it means we're probably not going to be able to get the drop on them.
Do you suppose that maybe we could have Soul Reaver cast Charm Person on Gus to make Gus, as a human, call out for help to try and get a small contingency of them to come out past the barrier to try and help him?
That's actually not a bad idea.
Actually a pretty fucking good idea. If they alter who's allowed through the barrier to let Gus in, we can all follow.
Or maybe we can have him lead into a trap.
Keith?
Yes.
Soul Reaver needs to charm Gus, but Eat Meat can't tell him to do it.
Well, okay, wait, let's think about this. If we have Gus charmed, we have two options. We either, if he's able to get through the barrier, if they allow him through, then we can follow. Or
Not necessarily.
It
could be a password-based system, basically. only person that they allow can enter. Just because Gus can get in does not mean we can.
Based on what Soul Reaver said, I get the idea that it's purely on a this person yes, this person no basis. And based on what Soul Reaver said, taking one of those people hostage is when they're going through it, anyone can pass through it. Purely based on what Soul Reaver told us. So, if that's how it works, then if Gus is allowed through, we can follow. If it's not how it works and Gus can't get through, then when they come out, we charge or something.
I mean, let's think about this too. They could probably detect the magic on the charm on him.
That's fine. They'll know that he's charmed. They still have to come out to address him.
They also have to be within 30 feet to use charm person, to use detect magic.
That's true.
Does a charmed person? It probably would. It probably would come up with. Probably enchantment magic or something. But yeah, they would have to get within 30 feet to check.
And that's if they take Gus too soon, then we lose our only method of bargaining.
So we sit Gus 40 feet
bargaining?
outside the barrier, have him call out until someone comes out for him.
Alright, that's not a bad idea. I think that probably would work.
It's the best idea we got.
Alright,
Yeah.
great. Now you guys have to in-game figure out how your characters are going to do that. Because, again, Eat Meat's not smart enough to think of that.
We could probably justify it from Iternovic, because he did recognize the charm person earlier.
Yeah. Or even Lyra could probably, since she's a thief.
Mm-hmm.
And she's been working with Soul Weaver for so long.
True.
Maybe that's like one of the main methods that the two have gotten so many targets in the past.
Okay,
Alright.
I'm ready for the plan, whatever the plan is.
Yeah. Either of those justifications work, so whatever you guys.
I say Lyra does it.
How would I go about doing that?
So
All
Well,
have
you
to
can just
do
say
is
you have a plan.
Yeah. Speak to your master as his chef and state that the tasty human on the troll's back could call out as
Alright. Soul Reaper, what if the tasty human on the troll's back could call out as bait to lure out the wizards in training from the building? Hopefully opening the barrier so we could all enter.
I suppose it's worth an attempt. And Soul Reaver will walk up to Gus and
And
try
before he
to.
succeeds the fucking saving throw.
Yeah, that's the thing. This is he gets to try to succeed. Because if he wasn't willing to resist, then you wouldn't need to charm him in the first place. Okay, Gus fails, so Gus is charmed. So as he looks into the giant Oni's eyes, you just hear Gus go, kind of gets that stupid smile on his face.
Now I see the resemblance. I can see why. I see why the troll took a liking to him.
It's kind of nice not hearing crying for once.
So what was your guys' exact plan for Gus?
We probably have to stay like a few feet away to maybe ambush some. Have
First
Gus
thing-
go up.
Your first order of business, guys, is to somehow convince Eat Meat to separate from his best friend. And you already used Charm Person on Gus.
Yeah, 2 minutes, go.
So someone needs to roll a persuasion.
Let's
That's
see.
probably an easy way.
Yeah.
I have +2 in persuasion.
I have 0 wisdom.
Yeah. I can't be the one persuading.
I have +2 as well.
Well, why don't you take a crack at it, Josen? For Lyra could try persuading Gus. Eat Meat. Eat Meat seems to like Lyra.
Not bad.
Yeah, 15.
I would roll wisdom.
Yeah, just
Or
make a
intelligence.
wisdom check if you'd like to try to resist. Of course. It's your call. Jet.
For crying out loud. How? How?
Statistically,
I just
Unlikely?
love Gus
Not
that much.
While he's talking to Lyra, Eternovic's just gonna walk up and just use his hand axe to cut the ropes that are tying Gus to his back.
No.
Well, wait. Okay, instead, all right. Have Gus try to talk to Eat Meat. Then I'll roll wisdom at disadvantage.
Sure, Gus will turn to Eat Meat and go, I gotta go help our new friends.
There you go. Okay, Gus. I'll be right here. You call if you need.
Should I
Oh.
call the new best friend? Like, looks over at Soul Reaper.
Alright, well, we'll have him stand
A few feet away from the barrier, probably.
30 feet
About
away. if
40
possible.
feet.
40 feet, 30, 40. Yeah, it might look a bit sus, but we'll do it anyway. Get the.
Maybe have him
sneak
try to
forward.
slowly stumble towards it, so it looks like he just escaped.
Those more proficient in stealth can stand closer. Me and Gazrog will have to stand further away.
All right. Who's proficient in stealth?
The
I'm pretty
thief?
sure my character's good at it.
Okay. Then we'll both stand a bit closer, I guess.
Okay, Josen, roll me a stealth check.
Okay.
Okay. So you two get into a good stealth position. Eat Meat, where are you staying?
Right there, 30 minutes away.
Alright. Each means you stay here and make sure that no mages come behind our back. Okay?
I'm glad you liked that, Jet.
I didn't think you guys would just say, all right, we've got the part of the plan we need. Leave the dead weight behind.
No, I said that because of what you said. Gus was like, I gotta go help, and you were like, okay, I'll be right here.
Did I actually stay there? I fucking stayed there.
So
All right, I'm half hour away.
the party gets as the party gets there.
Fuck, alright?
You guys look around and go, where the fuck is Eat Meat?
Oh, don't you know?
fucking knows
Yeah,
what he mean.
party.
He just didn't say anything.
Don't
Just
you
back there
know?
singing
you
to
never
myself.
Party. The flags in the back keep those fighters hale and hearty. The wizard in the middle, where he could shed some light.
Whatever, let's just do it. Look, it can't go any worse than it already happened. Just
So
fucking get on with it. It means it's not here for this fucking combat.
Gazraz and Adernovic, you got to be about 300 feet back, so you don't need stealth checks. You got to be well out of sight.
Okay, yeah, I'll pop it. Whatever.
Yeah, because if you're gonna get
A little bit over 2 rounds to get there.
yeah, it's because you got to be well out of sight. Otherwise, you're gonna need a stealth check for me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
So you guys stay way back. The other two are well hidden. They seem to be well hidden as you see Gus go out there. And your plan was for Gus to shout for help, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see Gus just beginning to help, help, as he kind of like stumbles forward to try to lure out people, and because Gus actually has a character sheet due to the fact that he's a person, he has to roll a fucking... he's got to roll a deception check.
Oh no.
Can you roll performance?
He's
I don't know
not
if it's
deceiving
actually-
anyone. He actually
It is all the same for Gus. He's got a negative charisma, guys. Jeez,
Oh, hell yeah!
You see what he rolls on
Hell
Witness
yeah.
Public. 7.
Damn it!
Help! Help! Help me! There are he like starts looking around. Monsters!
There's
As-
no sign of movement. Just none.
I almost hate to say this, but I might have to waste a level 2 spell slot to cast Enhance Ability to get that into 19.
He already made the check. You can't.
I know, and it hurts.
I can't believe the first thing that fucked us up was Jet, and the second thing that fucked us up was Keith. Who would have thought? Who would have seen this?
We just need Michael. It's a
Look,
perfect.
I didn't expect this. I fully thought this would go 100% perfectly with no setbacks.
Look. You can't blame me. I'm not there.
We
This
can
is the
blame
one
you!
time.
The first thing that fucking happened was you hit a gong!
Yeah, I know. But, I mean, okay, so mentally I wasn't there then. So, again, you can't blame me.
Look,
I
I could hold you to that standard, but also, I'm not going to, because Ravnoth 100% could have and would have murdered Cole within the first 3 sessions, but I didn't.
listen. I just like to imagine that everyone's just like, shh, we're sneaking, and then Eat Makeout's like, oh, okay. Sneaking good, yeah,
Now
sneaking
is
going
the
is great.
perfect time to practice for my new band I'm starting.
Actually, it's probably close like this. Everybody be quiet. We're sneaking. Oh, yeah, got this. Everyone, shut up! But anyways, back for the memes. Back to what's happening. So, you guys do notice Gus is by himself with a very poor fucking performance. Doesn't seem to be drawing attention, but you do see an owl kind of pop out just at the edge of the barrier looking at everything.
Is it right if I try to roll for Nature Arcana to see if it's an actual owl?
You could roll me a Arcana.
Yep.
You,
Far away, you're not sure.
Sure
You're not-
is an owl.
It's a
You're not
being
sure.
creature of some kind.
Sure is an owl.
Pretty out.
Is it doing anything?
It's just looking at Gus and then looking around. And then its eyes gazing, looking, and fall upon the little purple form of Lyra.
Should have just fucking attacked the goddamn familiar, god damn it.
What?
Calling
We're
out
supposed to
monsters,
just try to-
and he's calling out monsters, and then it's like, let's see if there are any monsters. That would be an appropriate time for a familiar to die.
I mean, I think it would have given us away either way. Also, How are we supposed to shoot it if we can't even get in?
It's not. It's outside.
It's
is it
in the
outside
barrier. It's in the barrier.
Ah, never
The
mind.
barrier is
Never
see-through,
mind.
so it's in the barrier because he's only 40 feet away. Owls can definitely see that far.
No, I thought it was like the bird
No,
you
it-
mentioned.
It popped out. It popped. No,
on
no.
top
This
of it.
wasn't the little pigeon on the top of the barrier. This is a little. It came out of the school, sat on outside the barrier, and just was looking about. And
Never
then
mind.
its eyes
I
fall
I
upon Lyra
retract my.
as it
I
rolled a
retract my
19
statement.
perception check just to match your stealth.
Fuck me to beat.
Alright, Rasha's just gonna keep her head down, just like watching this owl, just to see if anything will happen.
Should I try to get its attention?
No, Jet, no. Bad Jet.
The hat just lands on the top of the barrier. It just makes it look like it's
No,
wearing this
it'll
teeny
land on
tiny little
us.
hat.
The hat lands on the barrier, and the barrier like gets up and starts attacking the nearest thing.
Gus, be squished.
So you notice the owl. Yeah, you notice the barrier. You notice the owl looks about, sees you, and just boop, 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 pops back into the school.
Of a bitch. No, I'm not talking. I'm just. That's just what I said when I'm mad. I'm sorry. that might have been misinterpreted.
Gus looks about and goes, "Did I do good?"
No, not at all.
Uh,
Chef, I shouldn't have to be sent on missions with all these incompetent fools.
You hear the invisible voice come from you, Lyra. "I'm sorry, Lyra. I figured they were more competent than this."
Rasha just gonna rubs her temples. Oh no.
Right. That's it. We've made attempts. Let's just see if we can fucking beat this barrier down. What else do we have to lose?
Besides our lives. Let's see. Son of a bitch.
There's literally nothing else we can do right now. Like, what the fuck are we gonna do?
I might have an idea, but it's gonna be stupid.
Oh God.
He's
Yeah.
Always
I'll be right back. I need to grab a charge.
Oh yeah, no worries, kiddo.
Listen,
I also need to grab
Andy.
a charger.
Andy.
Oh my god.
Andy, the dumbest ideas are often the best. Just
No, they're
ask
not!
Jet.
Look at fucking eat me! Fuck you!
I didn't
I
say.
promise you the dumbest ideas are not the best! The dumbest ideas are what got us in this mess!
Hey, I said best. I did not specify in what way.
Jeff,
Rasha-
Comedy.
Rosh is gonna look to the more muscular groups of members after like returning back. Maybe it's only a dome. Maybe it's not beneath the earth either. Maybe we can dig under it.
What, do you have a shovel?
No, I do not. But it's the only chance we got of getting out through that barrier now.
Shawshank Redemption, this bitch.
Yep.
It may be magical, but everything should have a limit.
There's not usually a severe postman. Yeah. Is it worth trying at least? Knowles, I mean, not Knowles, kobolds are actually really good at digging tunnels, apparently. Sorry, Lyra.
Wait, I'm really
Out,
doing
but-
what?
You're right.
they want you to
Time to
dig
jump,
underneath
turn.
the dome, apparently.
Why do we need her to do it? You're a fucking druid.
I don't
Turn into a
know.
badger or some shit.
Fine, I will. Let me just see if I have anything else that could help at least with this. Kind of wish I took Molten Earth, but yeah. I really do not.
I mean, You guys could also just, if it's a spell preparation thing, you do know other ways of getting your next days, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if there's anything that I could really do to get through the earth.
I don't have turn to get impatient. He's so close to just starting swinging repeatedly.
Alright, screw it. Rasha is just gonna crack her knuckles and begin digging around the barrier.
Just as yourself?
Yeah, for now.
Okay.
No, actually, you know what? What's better? I think a badger's probably like the best.
Giant badger.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do it like they're not facing towards where we were. Maybe like on a different side of the dome.
I mean, it's a dome, so it's like a 360 degree. They can see any area you're at.
Yeah.
Like,
is there any like hills
so
or something like that?
Huh?
Is there like any place partially hillish?
I mean, they aren't idiots. They built the dome so they can see the dome.
Fair enough.
It's not like they built the dome.
Stupid.
It's not like they built a dome with like a giant brick wall to block view, so they can't see this one spot through the dome.
All right.
This is why Atonovic hates wizards.
Well, maybe we can build a slightly longer tunnel then. I don't know how long it would. No, actually.
I mean, if you want to try like dig a tunnel where you guys would be big enough to dig under and then go through, it's gonna take a few hours minimum.
Yeah.
Because you guys have big, beefy boyos on top of things.
I like to imagine. I like how you guys just moved on to like siege warfare with sapping, like mining warfare.
I'm sorry, but
I don't know what you want us to do
ruined.
after our one good plan was fucking immediately ruined.
What if we dig the tunnel, but send the smallest person through so that way they can open the barrier for the rest of us? Does that work?
Yeah, but if you get caught, if the person gets caught, then it will. They're pretty much trapped there. We can start digging the tunnel, but we can start digging a tunnel. We don't make it obvious.
If someone comes up to the other side of the barrier close enough, I can just like send my echo in and attack them with my echo, but I don't see how that helps us or how we get that to happen.
I say we start making a hole, not make it look obvious.
Oh.
But we...
Yes, Jet.
All right, breaking character again, because good old the puzzler is starting to go into this a bit. Is there a large body of water nearby? I would imagine they would have to be near some form of water.
There's like a river, not like right next to it, but probably a 10-minute walk.
10-minute walk away from the river. Okay. Well, guys, if we think that they already know we're out here, which means they're not going to come out there, which means the only time they're going to come out of this barrier is when they absolutely need it for food. So what we could do is wait them out near their water source and grab them there.
Unless
How
they
do we know they don't
create
have a...
water.
Yeah, how do we know
They're
they
wizards. They gotta use water.
But no, but create water. Sure.
Create water is
water, they just need, like,
a support-based.
Create food and water.
Yeah.
And also, if we remember correctly, guys, it's a bunch of little apprentices and one wizard.
One wizard is scary, though.
I'm just
One
saying
wizard
that
is a concern, but no,
it's
they cannot.
not an army of
cannot
wizards. It's one wizard and a bunch of
wizards.
apprentices.
One wizard is a concern, though. If that's like a level fucking 7 wizard, that's fucking scary.
You guys do remember
But no,
the whole purpose of bringing the Oni was to handle the wizard.
Yeah.
No, they can't actually learn create or destroy water or create or destroy food, so we could potentially wait them out, but my counter argument is they probably just have like a supply of food and water in the school.
That or they have someone bring it in.
Well, yeah, like, I'm sure they
Well,
the dwarves
even
nearby, but
just because you guys
They
would be aware of this, even if you guys go with that plan, chances are they are going to last at least a couple of days before they would even need to go.
yeah,
for
exactly.
the water. It's not like it's going to be a few hours. You will be camping out a couple of days minimum for them to risk it before they would be desperate.
So we take the survival edge, camp ourselves out somewhere else. A few days go by. They think that whoever was coming after them gave up. They go out, try to grab something. Maybe they're a little more cautious than normal, but they still have to come out eventually. They are still mortal beings. They have to leave sooner or later.
Now, like, that is an option that will take several days. Coming from the player whose character couldn't wait 10 minutes.
This is why I have to break character to talk about this.
No, I know that, but how do you expect
Only
us
way
to
I can.
How do you expect us to be able to get eat meat to sit down for 3 fucking days?
Give him a Rubik's Cube, and tell him if he solves it, it'll give him infinite pie.
Tell them it's a big camp fest with Gus.
Just can get Gus to stay in this spot the longest.
You know, actually, I'm looking at the giant badger stats right now. I can burrow up to 10 feet every 6 seconds, so I actually could maybe make a tunnel. But it's
Wait.
for meeting creatures.
Wait,
You just have to crawl.
are you getting transformed into a badger at this level?
He's
Yeah,
a moon druid, so he can.
It's a yeah.
Ah, moon druids.
Yep.
Those fuckers.
They're only challenge one quarter, so like
Yeah.
you could do it even if you weren't a moon druid.
Yeah. How far? You know what? Okay. Let's go and make a small distance between us. I can start burrowing a little bit with Lyre, and we
We're
can.
gonna wait out for 3 days. You have plenty of time to try and make a burrow, make a tunnel, to see if it
Exactly.
works.
So we can start burrowing, and that means I can still I don't have to waste all my wild shapes at once. And when we're all set and ready, we can sneak back into the tunnel and just dig ourselves out.
Okay, so you got to try digging the tunnel at a good distance so it's not obvious, because you're going to have to start pretty far back not to be seen, just so you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
300 feet away, not to not be seen, as we've established.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And you also got to remember, that's through dirt. Burrowing is through dirt. If you run into, like, thick, heavy rocks, you're in a mountain. So
Yeah.
it's not like an easy whoop, whoop, stretch. It's not
Well,
like
we're in a
you
we
guys
are
are in the
also
mountains.
in like a forest part,
Yeah,
so
you're
there would
like,
be a decent amount of dirt to accommodate trees.
yeah. Well,
Alright.
the trees were by the Oni's home. This place is a little more on the side of the mountain. Less trees.
Gotcha.
That's why
I
they
mean-
picked it, right? That's why there's a dome that they can see around, right? If there was a bunch of trees around it, then it would be easy to get through the dome.
Yeah. Look. We'll fucking try to wait them out, I guess. Atonovic just wants to keep hitting it to see how much fucking blunt force this thing can take, but that in and of itself is risky when there's a fucking wizard in the building.
Just suddenly, you start seeing stars fall out of the sky right towards you.
A meteorite crashes down.
Some would say, and as you see the one, you also see a couple more next to it. Some would say this is a swarm of meteors.
So you guys are gonna try to wait out by the river.
Yes. Well.
Yeah.
Well,
Larry,
taking some time to dig.
Well, the
through-
wizard, the river isn't that far away, right? 10 minutes, it'd only be like 100, 200 feet. I don't know how feet work.
That is not even.
You'd be close to a quarter of a mile.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
How much is a quarter of a mile? 2 feet. let's see, 0.25. That would take me 10. So let's see. I can burrow 10 feet for every 6 seconds. So that'd give me 100 turns to burrow. So 10 times 6. Oh, wait, sorry. No.
I don't even
Try
know if you
calculating my
burrow
head.
from the river into the dome. Are we going to try and flood the dome?
No. I'm not gonna
plan.
direct the river.
Because he would
That's
drown, for
terrible.
starters.
Yeah.
No. Here's what he does. He digs there, but then he digs a secondary tunnel to the river. So that way, when it floods, he just has to break through the river, and then he turns himself into a fish.
I can't. I don't have swimming speed.
Ah, you're right. Well, that was my only plan.
Yeah, so, I mean,
Well, I guess.
Dude, burrow the entire distance to it. Like, I know it says, like, in the book, it's 10 feet around,
Yeah.
but realistically, you will be exhausted. Like, creatures can't burrow nonstop for,
Yeah, exactly.
right? I mean, realistically, you can't just keep going forever. You're still a normal creature.
Yeah, and even besides that, if Lyra is willing to help, it would cut down time, but it would also mean that if we're camping out by the river, we have time to rest between. So
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's
Rasha's going to go up to Lyra and just kind of kneel beside her. I hate to ask you of this. How good are you with tunnels?
I have dabbled in tunnels a few times.
I know I know our group has not exactly impressed recently, but if you're willing to if you're willing to help me, I think I might have a way to sneak into that school.
Well, something's better than nothing at this point, and I'd rather not wait outside for many days, so why not?
All right. Let's go and set up camp by the river. And
It almost sounded like you took on like a little mini Dr. Evil form. It's just like, I wouldn't like to wait for a couple of days, so why not?
We should probably also go and eat meat. He's still
I'm glad someone remembered me, because if you guys had gone to the damn river, I'd still be waiting.
Where's Gus?
I see no problem with this situation.
You're not here, Rasnoth.
Oh my god, you guys keep making me have to build new maps every 5 minutes.
Yep. Rasnoth's cynicism is ever present.
Hey, I was trying. I was definitely trying not to fuck up this.
So, Riva, I'd like to apologize. I was hoping that my current companions would be a bit more capable.
Things will have to go. We will see if you can make it through all of this.
If I'm going to be 100% honest with you, after how badly this has gone, dying is almost a better alternative than the shame.
Boss, I think I could turn him into some decent ribs.
Just make sure to wash your hands beforehand.
Too
Definitely.
chewy.
Try, little dragon, but I won't make it easy for you.
Alright. Who's gonna go and eat meat? Me and Lyra can start building the tunnel.
I can get him.
Alright, just make sure to put the gag on him. Rasha will turn into a badger bowl and begin digging.
take the gag or go find him. Give the gag to him, wait for him to put it in his mouth, and then as soon as that's done, I'll be like,
wait. So you actually you come across me, right?
yeah. I can
Let
grab
me
you.
see. What is he doing? He's got a Russian accent, right? Yeah. Sure. Why not? So you're walking up, and all of a sudden you hear.
God damn
Yeah. There you go.
I walk back and I just find him like this.
You know what? For fun, shits and giggles, Eat Meat, roll me a performance check.
I have no charisma. Why would I do? Okay, fine.
Because it's a gag.
Making me take my phone off the charger so I can go back to the PC. You said performance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why don't you just plug your phone into the PC?
Oh, fucking hell.
With beautiful baritones that even outdo Cole singing.
It's not hard. It's not hard to outdo Cole's singing.
As soon as like uncanny,
Call it that.
as soon as
Oh
the
my
cowboy
God.
just flies by, you just see also Raznoth's robes or something like that just flying at the same time.
Raznoth's raven just fucking lands on his shoulders, just shit talk, and then
No.
leaves.
No, Heath, you've got to give me this one. You have to give me this one. A Turnivik is the one who found me. Give him an inspiration. He just came across the amazing performance by chance.
Oh boy.
You know, you should give an inspiration
if
to
anything,
Gus.
I would have to give you the inspiration for just the meme for today.
Yay!
A Turnivik will show up. Wait, let me actually.
That was beautiful.
He shows up pretty much like unfazed by the singing. He puts the gag in your mouth. Mid-note. And
Still singing mid. Still singing.
he, he'll just look at you. And Gus needs you. He's over there. And he'll start walking back.
Eat Meat will go into a full run towards the towards Gus.
100% what I expected. As he sees Eat Meat book it, hopefully in the direction that he pointed in.
Yeah, you guys bolt towards the river.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Turnivik isn't bolting after him.
Okay,
Turnivik is letting him fucking run off and just walking back at a leisurely pace.
Yeah. Sorry, so
And
Eat Meat,
he mumbles to himself because no one else can hear him. It was either that or just executing him.
so as you guys run back to, or one runs back to the river and one leisurely paces back to it. You guys hit back to the river. What are you guys doing for your setup?
Well, I guess Rush has already started digging.
My Turnivik's just gonna sit down like 60 feet away from the river, so that if anybody does approach it, he's not immediately in sight.
Okay.
Eat Meat will rejoin with Gus, and will since he has no one to help him tie him back to his back, he will just sort of once again go back to sort of carrying him around like a human shield.
Okay.
Rasha can only do 2 hours at a time of being a badger, so after that, Rasha's just gonna return back to the to the campsite and just covered in dirt and looking exhausted and just kind of collapse near the bank of the water.
Guys, I'm a powerhouse. I may not be proficient at digging, but we don't have to be under stealth for the entire tunnel.
We could very easily convince Eat Meat to dig a tunnel.
Part of the tunnel.
I would say at least take out all the dirt that would block our path when we push out of the way.
Look, that's up to you. Itonovic doesn't give a fuck about the tunnel. Itonovic's just like, I just want someone to show up so I can fucking knock someone's head in.
Now I can just hear Heath's grin, just smile as you just said that, Cam. He's like, "Oh, don't you worry, it's happening."
Where's Michael in all this? What do you have to say?
I'm just here enjoying the show.
Both you are, you American piece of shit.
Hey, it's better than being in upside down land.
You know what? I'm gonna go on ahead and say no! No, it's not right now! It's much better being in upside down land. Next week, I can go back to a pub. Can you go to a pub?
I want to go to a pub to begin with. I don't drink.
Meanwhile, me and Heath don't exist here. And Lyra, sorry. I keep are you in Canada, Lyra?
Yeah.
Okay, we don't
it's
exist.
my niece, Andy.
Isn't she in the same house as he?
Oh, sorry. I didn't know that. I don't know. I thought maybe like it could. I didn't want to assume that they were. She was Canadian. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's
Didn't
Canadian.
Heath earlier literally walk into the other room to help her?
Oh yeah, I guess. Hey, you know what?
He didn't walk into the other room. He caught the red eye and actually,
Oh my god.
I got my
Like, hold up, guys, give me a sec. I'm just gonna go help her. I don't know. Maybe he walked. Maybe he walked into the UK. We don't know where she is.
But to answer your question, Andy, yes, Josen lives with us. But back to the game, guys.
I apologize.
Mm-hmm. Heath, this is the game.
Yeah, look, sometimes I need to escape from the shithole that is this game back to reality. The ultimate form of escapism.
So back to the game. You guys set yourselves up. You spend the rest of your day digging a hole. For the purposes of this, in giant badger form, I would like you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
As a badger.
As a badger.
All right.
This will determine how much stamina you can do to dig the hole.
Yeah, and while they're doing
I don't
that,
have the worst con save, so
I'm gonna say Itonovic sitting some distance away from the river is gonna use perception to keep an eye out.
You dig a really good distance, right? You don't make it the whole way.
oh yeah, no, I didn't expect it to.
But you probably get a bit over halfway.
Nice. Okay.
All right. Someone convince Eat Meat so I can roll and see if I got the other half.
Do you want
Itonovic's not.
Well, Lyra is still doing it too.
Yeah, Eat Meat, your job is to clear out the dirt, because believe it or not, tunneling doesn't mean the dirt has to go somewhere. To build a tunnel this long, someone has to push the dirt out as well. So it's a team effort here.
Right.
Eat Meat will be
Okay,
basically
fine.
taking the dirt out of the tunnel.
Fine.
So Eat Meat gets it going. Okay. So late night comes. You guys are knackered at this point, as you've exhausted yourselves all the way through the tunnel.
Okay.
Hey, Russia, before you pass out, do you want to do that night vision thing on me?
Oh, right. 1 second. Rasha's just gonna rub her eyes and splash some water in her face just to keep herself awake. And yes, Rasha will give Novik a slap on the arm and cast Dark Vision.
Okay.
Oh, do it on Gus! Do it on Gus, too! Come on! Gus wants to see in dark!
What benefit does that give?
Who cares?
I do. All in favor of Gus having dark vision? All opposed?
Hi.
Everybody else, including Gus.
I was about to say, Gus goes, no.
Consulate
Just watch a situation comes up later where
over itself and
Gus
just puts
did
back
have
asleep.
dark vision. It matters.
Rasha will go back to sleep.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Eternovic will take as much of the watch as is necessary, even if it means potentially incurring exhaustion.
Well, there's enough watch people there to everybody take a watch.
Well, I feel like Rasha should just get to fucking pass out.
Okay, well,
Dude,
even
hold
so,
Uh,
you only need
Gaz
4
Rock.
watches, and counting Soul Reaver, you got 5.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
so Eat Meat and Rasha did most of the work this day, so I think the two of them should take the first rests, and then maybe either Eat Meat or Rasha can take watch number 4 or 3.
Sounds good.
See, guys, I can do things the smart way too.
So
Yeah,
who's
but does
out of character, I have no
he
doubt.
mean say it out loud? That's the question. Like, don't get me wrong, Jet. I know you're smart in this game. It's just that your character doesn't, and I want to make sure. I just wanted to know if that's if you're differentiating them.
I play my character to a T.
I know. No, dude, your character's great.
Yeah, please never build an actual character, because if Jet was playing Raznoth, then fuck, everybody would have been killed. As soon as fucking Cole hit 1 HP, he would have been dead.
Who's taking first watch?
I can't.
I turn it. Okay.
In that case, Josen, as you take your first watches later, I would like you to roll me a perception check. Okay. As you take your first watch, scanning through the night skies of the river, Babbling Brook River next to you, nothing seems to be happening today. Seems everything has gone without notice. All you hear is the chirping of various creatures. Nothing seems to have occurred. Who would like to go second?
Eternovic will go second.
Okay.
No. Make the Soul Reaver. He'll take second.
Sure. Soul Reaver will take second.
Alright.
He rolled a 14. His watch is also without consequence.
Alright, Eternovic will be third.
Okay.
I'll take fourth.
Well, Gazrog's still here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, I'll take third. I got my dark vision from Russia.
Okay, 13.
15, 14, 13.
You two take your night sky out. You do not notice anything in particular.
I think
Eternovic will find like a decent-sized rock to haul nearer to the camp to use as a seat, and then he will once again bring his echo forward for a conversation. For a very one-sided conversation.
Oh my god. Heath.
Yep.
Does Gus still have the branch crown?
Yeah.
BS.
That adds a whole new depth of funny to this. Okay.
So I just have my boulder chair, and I spend my watch half looking around, half talking to my shadow, essentially.
You gonna say anything to it?
No, it never says anything back. It's not
Yeah.
It's not sentient. It was just like the conversation is essentially
It's
meaningless.
T-posed.
So
The spirit of Vex lies within Novak.
it's very much the conversation of someone that's been alone for far too long.
Would it be okay if Russia took the next watch?
Yeah, that's fine.
I thought that was the last one. I thought there were only
No,
four.
that's more.
Or 4 watches,
Well-
yeah.
That was third.
Russia is gonna like peer up. Her muscles kind of still achy, but she feels a lot better now that she's rested, and see that Novik is talking with himself again. Kind of gives him a pat on the shoulder. You know, there's other people that would be willing to talk to you if need be.
He looks up at you and he looks around to some of the others that are asleep at the moment. Sometimes the best company is yourself.
I find diversifying your circle is the best way. You're a lot more insightful that way.
Well, I've found that diversifying your circle leads to disaster.
Well, we haven't lost
much
you.
rather-
We haven't lost that. Now you go and get some sleep.
Very well.
And with that,
The echo
Rasha's gonna.
dissipates.
Sorry.
I was saying the echo dissipates and he like settles against his rock that he moved.
All right. Rasha's kind of just gonna go sit down in a cross-legged position and begin casting a ritual to cast detect magic. As she realizes, they probably could cast invisibility and watch us. So better to have a little bit of at least the awareness.
Okay.
She'll cast as a ritual though, so
Yeah, so 10 minutes, yeah. Takes time. No, it takes, yeah. So last 10 minutes,
Sure.
and it takes you 10 minutes or a minute to guess, okay.
Yeah.
So you can roll perception.
sure. Not
Wow!
the best.
15, 14, 13, 12.
You guys are impressive.
Thank you.
Took talent.
That's, you notice nothing. You're a little too busy casting your detect magic spell and a little too, knackered from your long digging. You don't notice much.
All right. So
Well,
Rasha will continue casting her spell.
Just
So-
a question. What was Soul Reaver's perception bonus?
It's a +4.
+4, okay. So he rolled the same thing Eternavic did.
Yeah, so as you guys get yourselves together, time passes through. The morning sun comes, and nothing seems to have occurred to anybody's notice.
Did Rasha detect any magic?
You did not detect magic.
Okay.
I mean, within 30 feet of you.
Yeah. Rasha just kind of shrugs and gets up, cracks her back. All right. Day 2. And she's gonna go and back into the tunnel. After everybody wakes up, of course. And continues to dig.
Okay. You can roll me one more cons check.
-1.
Oh.
I mean, I was sore that day, so.
So as you start digging and digging and digging, you're like, It's just like the crawling of the thing. You kind of reaches some like hard rocks. You guys continue digging. You do not make barely any progress today as things keep moving forward.
I will BRB.
Oh yeah. You guys look about. moving about, seeing things going. No real progress made.
She's just gonna come out, just like like clutching her shoulder, like, I probably should have waited a day to rest up a bit more. I'm sorry.
Can the other characters, so like, should I roll something to see if I help the digging at all?
To be fair, you don't have a burrowing speed, Josen. The reason I'm allowing Rash to do it is because they have a burrowing speed for digging. You guys don't have any tools to dig. Right? So you don't really have any way to dig. There are other things you guys could do throughout the day, though, if you can think of something.
We could...
Well, for example, you guys are outside of the hut's vision right now because you're, a 10-minute walk away.
Yeah.
So at this point, nobody knows what's happening.
Rash is gonna hang just by the camp. Just trying to make sure that she doesn't exhaust herself again.
Okay.
Eat meat is too stupid.
Thank you for the update.
I'm just saying, guys. The DM just dropped a hint on us right here. And fucking eat meat's too stupid to tell you what it is.
Did you roll a perception? Dang it. Well, Rasha wouldn't know, so she's just going to continue being an ignorant. Just a quick question, Heath. Would I have wasted my second wild shape?
Yeah, you're basically, as opposed to making a roll multiple times, that's kind of your full wild shape movement.
Dang, okay.
Yeah, because you wanted to spend the whole 2 hours, right? So, unless you only wanted to spend half your hour, but if you rolled if you're only thinking that because you rolled a nat 1, then you were only using one wild shape from now on, having the speed it would take you to dig, just so you're aware.
Okay. I mean, I guess I might as well just keep a wild shape and just say that Russia is just is still feeling sore from the movement from yesterday.
So you guys, anybody else doing anything while the digging is occurring? Because that can only go on for 2 hours. You guys still have an entire day.
I mean, yeah.
Someone circle back to look at the school to see if there's been anything new happens, see if anyone
Thank you.
Okay, we can send
the thief.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Thank you.
Now send Eat Meek. Just see what happens.
Send too.
Okay, Larry, you gotta roll me two things.
Let's meet new friends.
Two things you gotta roll me. You gotta first roll me a stealth check, followed by a perception check.
Alright.
Okay.
Nice.
So you're into the shadows. Perception, okay, 15. When you get there, you find yourself super well hidden. You are unknown to anything or anybody. But you do notice activity. As it looks like things have been occurring in the last couple of hours.
Things like?
I'm about to explain. You see what appears to be not children, or at least you don't think they're children. Most children don't have big furry beards and chainmail.
Dwarves?
Yes, dwarves.
What a fucking thunk it! Oh my god, if we leave the wizards for a couple days!
As you see a fairly large regiment of dwarves gathered in the gathered at the school right now.
Is the barrier up?
Barrier is still up.
I'm gonna fucking commit toaster bath IRL.
That's terrible.
I can't say. I'm sorry, Lyra. I can't help you. I know the questions I want to ask, but I can't say it.
Should Lyra investigate? Like, get closer to the doors?
Uh,
You
That's
can
up
make
to you.
another. You can make it if you want to try to get closer to get a better perception and see more details. You can, but you will have to roll a new stealth check.
Sorry, you cut out there.
No, sorry, kiddo. You can roll a new stealth check to try to get closer to see more details of what's happening.
Okay.
You rolled the wrong thing, but
Same-
sleight of hand's the
same-
same stealth for
Same
you.
number.
Now you can roll me one more perception check. Okay, closer up. You can't see exactly what's happening still, but you still feel very hidden. As you get very close up, you can see that the dwarves... There's about near a dozen dwarves you see, and they seem to be entering the school and chatting and doing something, as they seem to be gathering various children and people together.
Are they within fireable distance?
Yeah, can I, like... Should I go back and tell the party?
Well, that's up to your character, Josen.
If I go back, how long will it take for everyone to get to me? Like, get back to the school?
I'm sorry. I gotta break character again. Lyra, can you see whether or not I need 2 bits of information? A, are the dwarves coming as a form of protection, or is this diplomatic trading? And 2, are they attempting to fortify, or are they trying to run? I need those 2 bits of information.
Okay. Are the dwarves...
I guess, Josen, I got the info. Based off what you got with your perception roll, you gather that the dwarves are probably there for the... they look like they were requested. These do not look like traders. They look like fighters, soldiers, and scouts.
Okay.
As for whether they're fortifying or fleeing, your perception check will not let you determine that.
Alright.
Alright, so worst case scenario. Okay. Alright.
Who would have fucking thunk it? Man, if only someone had mentioned wizards would fucking prepare.
Should
So,
I go back then?
You can head back.
That's up to you.
It takes you 10 minutes to head back.
Alright.
As you head back to the river and you find the party. As you do, though, you just see everyone. Lyra, you're back. What did you discover?
There's dwarves. A few dozen dwarves. They seem to be there to help protect the school.
Yes. Lyra says that. Soul Reaver looks over at the party with kind of a scowling look on his face.
And he gets just like the blank stare back from Iternovic. Just, who would have seen that coming?
An equally blank stare from Eat Meat Ack, who has put the gag back in his mouth.
And Rasha just putting her hands in her face like, oh my god. What the actual...
I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I had softballed this to you, but I didn't expect any of this.
I'm over this not expecting it, shitty. Just prepare for it to go the absolute worst possible way every fucking week, please.
But suddenly Rasha's like eyes kind of just perk up for a second. Wait, Wait. How many did you say were there?
Like a dozen and a bit, maybe 2 dozen.
Huh.
The
Maybe-
dwarves are here at the wizard's place, so they're not at the town.
Exactly. Rasha kind of just gives a small smirk. There might be still a bit of a chance to get you some fresh meat, Soul Reaver. Come on, we gotta get... Rasha just kind of steps up. Tear down camp. We need to move now. Cover the hole, too, while we're at it.
So you wish to head towards the dwarf town?
It might be an early chance. If we move fast, and if they move in greater numbers, we might have a chance to round up a few defenseless dwarves before they can return back.
Keith, I'm sorry, I don't remember the notes from 2 weeks ago. We had already surmised that the encampment or the village for the dwarves was a small village, right? Meaning that they couldn't have a large contingent of warriors. They'd only have like a medium.
It is a town. They were looking at about 100 dwarves or more.
And
What?
and she just said there were dozens of them at the wizards.
I said about a dozen, singular.
Oh.
Yeah, look, if you guys think that there's only 12 dwarf fighters in that entire city, you guys can go get yourself killed. I don't know if X fucking not.
Well, no, Lyra said dozens, so I was thinking, they literally brought like half of their contingent to the wizards, which means that, the village is like really underprotected, but I guess they didn't.
The other thing is also, I feel like just the general dwarf villager is not a pushover when it comes to a fight. Like, trying to storm an entire town of dwarves,
I mean, if we can grab at least a few of them, that should be able to at least satisfy Soul Reaver to ease while we think of a plan to get into the town. And also, we cover our tracks by deserting our old camp.
Perhaps it might be worth a chance. But I don't think the school will be much of an option for this soon. They know we're here.
But we have a ton at least for later, when things die down a little bit.
Fair enough. Perhaps your best bet might be the dwarven town. My food is less important, I suppose, at the moment. You're after slaves, you said.
Yes, we will get you those children. Don't worry, we will get them. In due time.
Time being, your Hoard needs assistance. We will see if we can capture some dwarves, but we will need to move quickly. It is a day's journey from here.
Alright. Then pack up. And cover our tracks. We move at dawn. We move in an hour.
Well, I'm glad you're understanding. It appears to me like the Hoard needs more help than I originally thought.
It would seem so. He says, looking directly at Eat Meat.
Somehow, Jet is both somehow our biggest thinker and also our biggest detriment. It is, and I really appreciate you for that, man. Like you can solve your own problems. I kind of appreciate that.
Oh, I just love the idea, like I burned down my house. I'm like, but I do have a tent. Everyone else is like, what the fuck do we do? The house is burnt down, and I'm like, I've got a tent, guy. He's like, don't worry, I caused this issue, but I also solved it. Oh, left yet.
Did I roast him too much? Oh, Welcome back.
Did you roast him too much?
I apologize.
You still there, the Jet?
Yeah, I'm here. I probably missed like the last 30 seconds. What did I miss?
They were just
Nothing.
saying that you're the type of person that burns down the house, but says, "I got a tent."
You could solve your own problems, but it's
So with you guys breaking down camp and preparing yourselves to move out and forward to once again move towards the dwarf town in hopes of capturing a few slaves, we're going to take a 15-minute break. So we'll be back in
All right.
15, guys.
awesome.
Okay.
You guys quickly get yourselves back camp together and quickly head towards the area of the dwarf encampment, or the dwarf village. It does go hard. I will need everyone to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, watch me roll like a fucking. Oh my god! Oh!
I want to give you a nat 20 just for calling it.
Josen, do you want to run? Oh yeah, Josen rolled a 6. Rasher rolled a 12. 12 for Jet.
Oh my god, if Jet was the only one that.
And Gazrog rolled an 11. That is pretty bad. Pretty bad all around.
Can we give Cam a nat 20 for making the call?
Unfortunately not. I will say...
I tried, buddy.
I'm going to... You guys... I got to actually roll one for your Oni. Give me one moment.
Do you need to roll one for Gus?
Gus isn't
No,
going to
fuck
be involved
Gus.
enough.
Let him die on the fucking way. I don't give a shit.
I'll make Oni public just so you guys... So we can see what happens.
Oh, he's fine. Good.
Oh,
Good.
and the Oni rolled a 6. Gus! Oh, you rolled twice, Eat Meat, so yeah, you got a 12, not a 21. Okay. Everybody gets a point of exhaustion.
Oh, good.
As you guys
Very
push long and hard to outpace your possible enemy behind you to get to that dwarf mountain.
Sorry, I was muted. Inspiration lets me re-roll a bad roll, right?
Oh, you inspired. Okay, everybody, but yes, you can use your inspiration up for that. So you don't get a point of exhaustion yet.
So while everyone else is like panting, breathing hard, struggling to press on, Dak is just like throwing his arms, like really just walking with a pep in his step, just like this is great time out here. I love fresh air.
Why don't you all sing? It did wonders for me.
Yeah, the rest of you, including the Oni, are just knackered.
Rasha's just thinking like I need to. Rasha's just thinking
Stab
like
him in the lung with my halberd.
Rasha's thinking of doing the same with her club. Just beat him to death with it.
Oh no,
Just
I'm not
kidding.
gonna kill him. I'm just gonna pierce his lung and fucking.
I'm not
let him continue singing.
Just go. There's no brain damage.
Can't believe the inspiration mattered.
I can't believe you blew it on that, of all things, but fair enough.
You can't believe the inspiration mattered. Why would you use it then? Let me just waste my inspiration. It's not gonna make a difference.
So, anyways, guys, camp, enough rant, man. To get back to the game, let's get back, keep track, guys. As you guys move towards the camp, towards the dwarf village, I'm gonna need everybody to roll me a perception check with disadvantage, except fucking Eat Meat.
Oh, lovely. Yes. Alright, well, everyone else rolls. I'm gonna go get some alcohol. I'll be right back.
I mean, I could, but I'm
Oh,
not.
disadvantage,
gonna say
Josie. You gotta roll it again, because you're exhausted, kiddo.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. Let's roll one more time.
Time.
Wait, so I still make a.
Yes.
Yeah, you make a perception check flat, Eat Meat.
Oh, on my head.
So, everybody else too fucking tired to notice this, and Eat Meat being the only one to hit the DC. Jesus Christ.
I can't. I can't.
You guys approach the dwarf camp, and upon approaching it, you do what looks to be sees an area. You do hear Eat Meat. You're the only one who notices. You hear voices in the distance.
Oh no! I'm the only one. Okay, hold on, because this is gonna matter. It always matters. What do I specifically?
What languages do you speak?
Giant and common.
You hear gobbledygook.
My face is tingling.
Alright guys. Coin
Like, you
flip.
need drinks as well, Michael. Here.
Coin flip. Alright guys. I'm gonna give you all a guess what you think the coin flip means.
I'm assuming whether you tell the party or go rushing off on your own.
It didn't turn good. But
Oh,
it's exactly what you'd think I would do.
Not tell us.
Yep.
Oh,
I hear a bunch of gobbledygook, so shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
I swing my great axe at him.
Do you really?
Yep.
That misses.
I can't.
Alright, Heath, I stand by my action.
So you scream the... what language do you scream that in, for starters?
It's gotta be in common.
Okay. You scream out the word shut up in common.
I'm sorry, guys.
As you do so, I will say everybody but Cam and Lyra. So Rasha and Soul Reaver. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do something. So we might have to walk this back just a tad. Let's see here. There might be something else that might have happened.
Okay.
To roll? Where was it rolling? Yeah, there we go. Nope. Okay, nothing got rolled back.
Don't worry, guys. Next game, I'll actually build a serious character. I have an idea.
As
I need to make a funny character still. Don't worry, Jet. In fact, you make a destructive character. That's the problem.
No. I make a funny character that acts like a funny character.
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
What happened?
Oh, Michael's
Michael,
cheers to you, pal. I'll fucking drink.
Okay, guys,
Oh,
back.
my chair.
Okay, guys, go.
I'm here.
Back to the game, guys. Back to the game. So,
Ow!
as that occurs and the shout happens, Novik takes a swing at your head, missing completely. You guys now all hear what sounds like people saying something and beginning to start scurrying in the distance.
Oh boy. Can I roll a nature to see if I
am
can?
going to kill him.
Can I roll a nature check to see if I if I recognize the noise?
Yeah, I mean, it's another you can, but you're still at disadvantage because you're exhausted.
That's fair. I can deal with that.
Can you?
No, I can't deal with it.
It is noises. I'll tell you one thing though, it's not
Oh,
hard to
oh, oh,
understand.
oh, oh, whoa, 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 whoa,
I'll be right back. I just
whoa,
need to go to the
whoa.
bathroom. Sorry.
Okay.
Someone have a
Heath.
door in the house, bathroom. Be right back.
Heath,
What, Jet?
I have no idea how this happened. My character sheet does say I have a proficiency in Dwarven.
Oh,
don't
you
know
speak
how.
Dwarven?
It says I have a proficiency in Dwarven. I don't remember ever giving myself Dwarven,
Well,
but it does say that.
you must have gave yourself. You get more languages because you're a wanderer. You must have picked Dwarven for some reason.
I guess. Okay.
Don't know why, but you did.
Run with
Yeah.
it. Just run with it.
So with that case,
for some reason, I have Elven, Dwarven, and Common.
there you go. So you spoke Dwarven, so you would have understood what the dwarves were more or less saying.
Yes, I would have understood what they were saying. So what were they saying, or what could I have heard from that?
With that base perception, you basically gathered is, pick those ones over there. They look nice.
Shut up. Hear what I recognize as Dwarven, and I know specifically we are trying to capture Dwarven slaves. I will look to the rest of the party, and I will calmly tell them that there are dwarves nearby.
Okay. So we backtrack the shout, because he understood what was said. And he tells the party there are dwarves nearby.
I have no idea why I know Dwarven, but I know Dwarven.
Well,
Are you still gonna kill him?
Gonna wait for Andy to get back before we continue this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cam, are you still gonna kill him?
I'm not gonna make the swing now.
Yeah, the swing never
Can we just
happened.
talk about the fact that I missed, but I rolled max damage?
Uh,
Yeah, that would have been half my health right there.
Oh god, guys, you made me fall out my chair. I'm okay, by the way. Thanks for asking.
we figured you were, Michael. You didn't. You got right back up.
You also didn't stop laughing.
I may have extra, but I need you to know I can make 3 attacks in one turn, so I will kill you eventually.
Hey Cam, how you doing?
Well, I'm halfway through my second, or not quite halfway through, but I'm on my second one. I might need to get another one soon.
3 attacks in one turn. How do you pull off 3 attacks in one turn?
I
You're freaking
know
level?
I know how he does it.
No. Oh, action surge. Yeah. Once. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah.
Oh god, I'm hurting.
I also have Danger Sense, Regeneration, and Storm Aura.
Your danger sense isn't gonna help you against him. Your regeneration will.
Won't help. Storm Aura. It's not gonna help that much. I can heal.
So can he.
Well, yeah, but the Storm Aura is not gonna do. It's like 2 damage, 3 damage or something.
No, you're
All I'm
thinking
saying
that's a
is-
different storm all. He rolls a d6 extra damage when he strikes you.
all I'm saying is just, 2 tanks going against each other. We'd
You never
be at
know
it
who
for a
will
little
come out
while.
on
One,
top.
No, I
of
know
us would kill the other. Whatever. Let's let hypothetics stay.
No, I know who's gonna come out on top because Rasha's
Sorry,
not
but-
gonna stand by. Rasha will join the fight.
Sorry about that.
Also,
Whatever.
if I use all 3 of my attacks before you rage, given that I hit, I can just take you out before you get damage resistance.
Like I say, it all depends on things, but the other case may be, Andy, things changed. He understood the dwarf. He says there a dwarf nearby. The shut up never happened.
Oh, thank God.
So now he has told the party that dwarves are nearby.
Does he tell what they're saying?
He didn't even tell how he knows.
I'm just saying that they are nearby. Listen, comrades, our quarry is nearby. They do not know we're here.
A quarry.
This is your cue to stop the guy who has done the same thing every time to make everyone else quiet.
You know what? Roll me a
Just
wisdom
gonna put a
saving
hand on-
throw. Jet,
I don't.
Wait, for what?
just roll me a wisdom saving throw.
I wasn't even trying anything.
Never mind, you resist. As the
Oh my god.
ogre was trying to make sure you stayed silent.
You said, "Oh, never mind, you resist," and I was like, "Oh."
We will need to be careful if there are dwarves nearby.
That's a big if.
Are we
Can
going
Lyra
to?
go?
Sorry.
Can Lyra go on a scout mission to see where the dwarves are?
You can.
What do I need to roll for that?
You will need to roll me a stealth check, but you're at disadvantage because you're exhausted, Lyra.
Okay, I'm already rolling from disadvantage.
Okay. You watch as Lyra kind of, well, some of you notice, most of you do not notice, is that Lyra kind of sneaks off into the distance. Roll me a perception check at disadvantage, Lyra. Okay, it's still enough. It's not a difficult thing to see. They're not hiding. In the distance, you see what looks to be 3 dwarven women by a berry bush.
All right. Do I go back?
It's your choice, Chosen.
Do you?
Yeah, okay, I'll go back. Do I know what direction that the women are in?
Yes,
now?
you do. You were able to. You saw them, so you know where they are. Yes.
Okay.
Itonovic has found a place to grumpily sit down.
Rasha's going to also take a time to sit down and just catch her breath.
Soul
When
Reaper.
Lyra
Nope.
When Lyra returns, she tells the party that there are 3 dwarven women picking berries. How far away would we say these people are?
They're about like
Or dwarves are?
300 feet away, maybe less.
300 feet away.
Do they have any defenses?
Didn't look like it. Picking berries.
Then fuck it, let's just go get them then.
Yeah, just maybe we should look to make sure that there's no one else around. Rash, sorry. Maybe we should make sure that there's no one else around before we attack.
Lyra can do another sneak about, if that would be useful.
Yeah. If there are others
Yeah,
about.
sure.
Alright, I'll go sneak and see if there's anyone
Someone
else
should
around.
probably keep an eye on them, just in case they manage to slip away.
Do I roll the stealth check?
You would have to re-roll your stealth check at disadvantage again if you're heading up again.
Okay.
Okay, you are still hidden.
Do
Do you
I
want-
see anyone else?
You gotta roll me another perception at disadvantage. You do not notice anything that you didn't notice the first time.
Okay. So Lyra heads back and tells the party that nothing has seemed to change. So they're just picking berries.
Do you sneaky types want to head over first? Otherwise, I'm just gonna charge.
Say charge. Fuck it.
So you guys are gonna
Where-
Alright.
charge the 3 dwarven women. Just to make this a check, as you guys charge forward, I need everybody to roll me an athletics check
Oh,
at disadvantage.
Alright. Disadvantage. Very nice.
Okay, okay. Hold up, just my rolls aren't coming through. I'm slow. Okay, so 7 for the ogre. Oof.
My full.
To escape.
Of course they did. So as you guys go charging forward, the dwarven women
I said
see...
that.
Pardon, Michael?
Lamenting. You're good.
The dwarven women see you coming and begin to flee at full dashing speeds. They outpace you as they rolled a natural 19 athletics check.
I'm gonna cast Thorn Whip.
You won't be able to. Because it's a race, right? I mean, you gotta be within 30 feet for Thorn Whip to work. And you rolled a... What did your it was an 11 athletics. Yeah, you are moving it...
Well, I rolled 17. I rolled a natural 11 plus 6.
Yep, and they rolled a natural 19. I will say, as the dwarven women do outpace, I will say you can get one in the leg and grab her with the thorn whip. The other two do get away, though.
Alright, thank you. Rash is gonna... Actually, you know what? Rash is gonna run past it and transform into a dire wolf. And just begin running, just double dashing dashing as much as she could, just trying to get in front of these dwarven women.
Okay, roll me one more athletics check this time at flat.
No.
What were you saying, Jet? Jet, you there? Hold up, guys. I gotta reconnect. I'm losing voice here.
Can you?
So here's...
Nope. Can you guys hear me? Oh, what's going on? There we go.
I guess my plan was a little too smart for eat meat anyway. Alright.
What was your plan? I lost connection, guys.
Doesn't matter because he moves. He's going to show Tonovic does, and Tonovic is attack.
Okay, you're attacking who?
The dwarven woman who tripped. And what I was going to do was get up to her in Dwarven to tell the other two to stop running, but he got to her first, so. And again, if I had to think about it, he's playing his character to a T, and perhaps Eat Meat would not have been smart enough to do that anyway.
So what are you doing, Jet? Or what are you doing, Cam?
I'm doing anything.
No. Once I reach the one that tripped over, just going to immediately gore her with his horns.
Okay, roll an attack.
She's prone, right? Or
Yes.
is it just tripped? She's prone?
I'll say she's prone for this.
So then I have advantage on melee attacks.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, you gore her and gut her. As you do so, the Oni looks over at you and goes, I thought you wanted slaves.
The Oni would just immediately notice Itonovic seeing red.
He just shakes his head. So the other two dwarf women get away. Andy, I need you to roll me one last athletics check. Flat this time because you're in your beast form.
All right.
With the
should I roll with the
direwolf
direwolf?
stats. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck.
Still not able to catch up to those dwarven women due to the exhaustion you had. They do start outpacing at a great distance.
How is that even physically possible?
Well, no,
I know it.
it's
I
your
know.
exhaustion.
I just.
In your dire wolf form, actually, I say you can catch one, but what are you going to do if you catch one? Like, what's your plan?
I am going to try and tackle the dwarf and kind of pin them.
Okay, so roll me an athletics at disadvantage because you are still
14.
exhausted. So
Yep, 14.
they rolled a natural 20.
Oh my god, he's lying!
I give up. This is.
You can make one more attempt to catch with one more dash. The other woman though has gotten away, but you can make one more attempt to catch this woman.
All right. You know what?
I miss.
I'm gonna bite instead.
Okay, that will hit and knock her down. I'm assuming you're trying to make this non-lethal still?
Yeah, and they must make a DC 13 saving throw.
Well, you've knocked her unconscious, man. She's just a peasant.
Oh, okay.
So as you grab this one, knock her unconscious, she is now bleeding. She's still injured badly and still bleeding, but not dying. As you guys gather, the third woman, though, did get away, and you lost sight of her.
So, one's dead, one captured, one got away.
As you guys look back to where you guys were, you wander back with the dwarf.
How stupid eat me.
Yes, Jet.
Eat meat will immediately run up on the woman who is very, very well hurt. Run up directly to her. What's a stupid thing he could say? He will immediately look at her and then Dwarven kind of right in her face. Hey, you want to be my friend?
As he screams at the unconscious dwarf on the ground. You guys have the dwarf as he picks the dwarf up and he goes, well, looks like you at least caught one.
Rasha will drag back the other, I guess. Wait, did you guys lose the other one?
They killed her.
Yeah, you look back and she's like dangling off Itonovic's horns.
No words.
Rasha is she's just gonna drag the dwarf towards them and just walk away, just looking so solidly defeated. Just like no words whatsoever can even describe what she's thinking right now. She's gonna go and find like a tree and just kind of just bash her and knock her head against it for like a solid minute.
As you start looking over at Rasha banging their head, you just hear Soul Reaver looking over at you. Well, one slave, I suppose, is better than nothing at the moment.
I need my dog's barking. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna go and grab a drink again.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, you got anything to say today, Jet?
That was the best response you could have possibly used.
Yes. Why?
I'm just, he's an idiot. So.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
I just can't believe the roles I was getting.
Listen, guys, you can at least feel confident that he's not cheating because I can see them, and I'd
rather him be cheating.
No, listen. I can see what he's rolling. It's just he's got it, man. I don't. Fucking those 3 women were the goddamn Olympians of fucking the dwarven settlement here. Like, they were going places before you ruin their lives.
Well, I killed one of them, so
I'm glad. I hope that's therapeutic.
Just imagining. Just eat meat.
Okay.
Brent, she's already down and he picks her up. You want to be my friend?
So, with the tally now
next one
being
would have
1
been
dead
one
slave,
of the-
1 living slave, and Gus, you have 2 slaves to take to the drow.
I also mentioned I speak Elven.
Yes, you did.
So with those 2 factors in mind, you guys look about yourself as Soul Reaver goes, well then, what's your next play?
More friends!
If I'm being 100% honest, I've given up.
Well then, what do you plan to do for you all? No, I guess we should wait. I thought Andy was back.
Yeah.
That is one hell of a drink he must be getting.
Probably.
You might just be getting drunk.
That's what I'm doing, boys.
I have never seen I've never seen such a wholly undisputed failure.
Well, yeah, you've only been to half of our sessions.
I just
Megatron! Shut up, Starscream!
I just don't know how.
It's quick.
You missed the responsible one.
So, once Andy gets back, your party will decide what to do next.
Well, I intend to uphold our end of the bargain for you. You know what the worst part is? My fucking dog didn't even need anything. She was just barking really fucking loud because she was itchy.
Of course.
Fucking little piece of shit dog.
So how's everyone doing?
Listen, man.
There's defeat in that.
I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling like today's going exactly the way it should.
Well, all I wanted today was straightforward combat.
You were
Kinda
going to get it.
same.
It was completely set up for that.
I know it was, and that's the worst fucking. That's the worst part.
I mean, do you want to try to find those dwarves transporting the students?
I wouldn't suggest it.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go on a suicide mission. That way, I get to die with honor, and I get combat instead of having to deal with this wild shit.
I have one last thing for you guys still. Don't worry.
Oh, that doesn't put faith into me. That doesn't give me faith, Heath. That concerns me.
Zach.
feel like we're gonna miss so.
How are you feeling, Josen? You enjoy this? You glad you're part of this now? You have any regrets?
I kind of wanted to fight something, but
Don't worry,
you
I've
know.
got something.
Look, you know what? You know what? Fuck it. We can still fight something. Let's all just kill, eat meat. We have options.
I mean, given guys, I have to tell you, I would totally be okay with that, except character-wise, Eat Meat did good. Just now, Eat Meat did exactly what you would have wanted him to do.
This is true. I'm just defeated. I'm done. I'm gone. I need another beer. I don't have any vodka left. I don't.
Zach, Heath, may I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Let's do another maybe 3 sessions, or maybe you know what? Let's just do 2 more sessions, and then immediately go into the hero campaign. I kind of feel that the Hoard
Is cursed. Oh, you're back, Andy?
Oh, sorry about that. Okay, my mic was just turned off. I was talking for 2 minutes.
Oh, jeez. Anyway, so,
as we hear him
He was
put
there for my
down the...
entire existential crisis. I was just muted the entire time.
So, anyways, guys, back to game. You guys now have 1 dwarf slave, and Solar goes, so what is your plan now? Do you intend to still continue onward towards the drow camp?
I plan to continue working on this. Just give me a second to give myself a brain hammer.
I might have to
Slaves
second you in that one.
Slaves are of no interest to me, but if you want those children alive, then I will work towards that.
I appreciate the sentiment, but... And he's gonna look over. I believe they are well outside our reach at this moment.
And Vic just shrugs. Well, I voiced my opinion over that at the time.
Perhaps some salvation could be given by this. There is a possibility if you're only looking for slaves. There's another area you might be able to gather some.
Atanovic will finally peel this dwarven woman off his horns and just drop it into Lyra's hands.
Which promptly
So
crushes
drop it
Lyra,
on-
since Lyra's only 3 feet
Drop it
tall.
on top.
Should I heal the one that I knocked?
Yeah, she is stabilized, so you don't have to
Okay.
heal her. But yeah, I'll say she is stabilized. There is a area that you might be able to find something different at. They are not exactly
Yeah, to
the...
elaborate.
While ago, in these mountains, there was a wizard. He got a little... insane with his spells, let's say. there are creatures of unfortunate visuals in a nearby area. Not the best of materials, but perhaps useful for slavery nonetheless.
Tenovic shrugs. Well, it's up to them, I suppose.
He looks over at you guys. What do you guys say?
Plus, yes, that's
Eat meat is kind of.
Sorry, what was that? Crap, I'm losing connection again. One sec, guys. I'm gonna try to fix the connection again.
Can you hear me now, Heath?
Yeah, now I can hear. It's just I got like I said, I'm at my parents'. My internet's a little crappy out here. I can lose connection quickly. But what was you saying? No, I think I'm still losing the connection. One sec.
That's for
And
better.
between the two.
You guys there? Oh, can we lose Andy too? Hello?
Hello.
Okay, I can
Not
hear you,
on
Jet.
the
From the other side.
Hello.
hello. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Fucking the past minute has just been people saying fucking hello.
You know what? That's funnier than that.
All right.
Here, one second. I'm gonna try changing servers, guys. Maybe that'll help.
All
Go
right.
for it.
Create channel. Server settings. Change. Try central. Okay, maybe that'll help. Better, guys?
I mean, me.
I've always been able to hear you.
Oh, okay. Like I say, it might just be my side. So what were you guys saying?
I was saying, how much worse could it possibly get? I say let's do it.
When there are wizards involved, it can always get worse.
Yeah, but
But the decision is yours.
Eat meat, insert dumb shenanigan here.
all right. I guess that settles it.
We will
Let's.
find these pitiful creatures to make slaves of. They are in a cave,
Oh no.
a bit distant from here.
Michael, why?
All right. Let's. Should we go and take a quick rest before we do it, though?
It is your call, but I would suggest resting away from the dwarven camp. They may be looking
Oh,
for these two.
Of course. That goes with, to be honest. Let's go and find somewhere to rest up, preferably with fresh water.
Indeed.
Yeah, I need a bath.
No point wasting more time than we already have.
Or, I mean, shit always happens. So, Rush is gonna say, Well, we've already wasted time trying to get to the Drow elves. They can wait a bit longer, and if they're not there, we can find them.
Actually, yeah, Heath, now that I think about it, you had actually mentioned that the Drow elves weren't a village, that was just an encampment. Were they waiting for us?
They're waiting for you guys.
Have we been under a time limit this whole time?
Well, yeah, there's a bit of a time limit. It's not like they gave you time for like possible setbacks. Yeah, because I mean, you know, long distance travel can have a few day setbacks.
Hey, remember when you guys were like, haha, Rasnos is gonna get back and complain about them failing and then they're gonna succeed? Remember that was a joke?
Yep, I wish it was still a joke.
You'll underestimate Rasnos' foresight.
You underestimate our determination.
No, I 100% estimate your fucking determination. Doesn't matter how fucking determined you are. If the Drow are like, fuck this league, they're still fucking gone.
You might as well just go all the way, to be honest.
We're gone, and so we're like, well, guess you guys are our friends now.
And if we get to the Drow and the Drow aren't there, Turnovik's just gonna fucking decapitate every slave that we pick up.
It doesn't end that way.
Okay.
But
Sorry.
in that way, Turnovik's just like, I want to kill these slaves.
Sorry, Heath, derailed. I just needed to know that's important information to know. Although, again, eat meat. Too dumb to care. Onward, fellows. I'm following you, remember?
Is it right if we go and quickly have a quick rest and then... That way we're not exhausted.
Well, that's a long rest, but yes.
Yeah. I mean, just like, so we can get like, towards the cave.
Well, actually,
That's
can't
up to you.
we just do a short rest and burn?
That won't get rid of exhaustion.
Oh, it won't? Oh, damn.
Yeah.
No, you have to have a long rest.
That's up to you. I don't think totally happy to continue with him.
I mean, I'm already down to wild shapes, so...
But you get those back on a short rest.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then yeah, fuck it. Let's get a short rest. I mean, what are we really going to need skill checks for, except perception, stealth,
Survival.
insight,
Everything.
arcana, acrobatics?
Still the best one.
Doesn't matter. You know
Medicine.
what? If something gets in our way, we'll just fucking cut it with an axe. God damn it. I'm fucking done with this
Let's
shit.
do it. Rest. Let's take an hour rest.
Fucking cares about stealthing at this point.
Except a rogue.
Except the thief.
Oh, who cares?
All right. Short rest time. I don't have to regain any spell slots, thankfully.
Yep, so you guys get your spell slots back. Or you get not your spell slots, you get your short rest. So you take an hour, then you head off towards the cave where he tells you. Unfortunately, when you get there, he goes, unfortunately, I will not be able to enter this area myself. It's a little small for me. As you see this tiny little cave opening.
That is a shame, considering you are the only capable one in this group.
Okay.
Lyra will take care of you.
Probably be best if you stayed invisible
I
in the
got you
meantime.
here. Very small, constantly out of my sight. Wait, can me and Gazrog even fit if the Oni can't? How tall is the Oni?
The Oni is technically a large creature. You guys are still technically considered mediums.
Right.
You guys will be able to fit,
Fair
but
enough.
it will be a tight fit.
That's exactly what that's alright. I don't technically need to swing my axe. I can just poke people with my horns. I have options.
Yeah.
Ugh, no point wasting time.
Shall we head to the cave then?
guys go ahead to the cave. So you guys move your way into the cave. 1 second, I have to find the map. I've lost it. Nah, there's the one I'm looking for.
If we need a marching order, Antonovic will go second.
Can I go first?
Yeah,
Seeing
you
as
go
I'm the
first.
smallest.
Sure.
That's kind of what I expected, actually. Yeah, he'll put his great axe away and he'll unsling his halberd.
Hey guys, it's about 2 o'clock where I'm at. I gotta get going to bed here soon.
Go ahead, no worries,
You
Mike.
don't deserve sleep.
Wait, you didn't do anything! Michael didn't do anything!
I really haven't. I've just been sitting here.
Michael said, "Oh fuck," and that was the extent of his fucking contribution to this game.
Yeah.
His one in character. Oh fuck.
Yeah, that was it. That's all I got.
Yeah. Sorry, Michael. This was not the plan. I've been trying to.
Listen. I went from having all the work to none of the work. I'm fine. Cool. It was hilarious.
You guys
Just-
need to stop planning these sessions.
Seems that way, don't it?
Good luck.
So
Oh, we
you
don't need
guys-
luck. We need a savior.
You guys make your way in through. You basically find what looks to
Night.
be like this little cave opening, and oh yeah, say Michael.
Bye.
more, buddy.
Good night. Just
Goodbye.
Good
And work your
night.
way
Goodbye.
through.
Goodbye.
It does open up
Piece of shit,
once you get a
America.
little further in. Opening up to a
Then
much
widen it back
larger
up.
cave area.
Hey, is it still pitch black?
In the cave?
I
Yes,
am-
it's a pitch black
Yeah.
cave.
Yeah, cool. I constantly bump into the fucking tiny kobold in front of me.
Wait, do you not have dark vision? Oh yeah, you don't. All right. 1 second. Here you go. I apologize. There, you happy?
No,
You know what?
I
No,
wasn't sure how many spells you had left, so I didn't bother.
no, I had all of them. Don't worry.
Okay.
You know what? I'm not even going to waste time. How big is this tunnel now that we're getting inside of it?
It's pretty. Yeah, now that you're inside, it opens up to like 5-10 feet wide areas. It had a very small opening, but a much larger inside.
All right, I'll wait to cast wild.
Once inside, you guys notice like this place is just like this tiny, wrecked little area. Very crappily put together, very disgusting, not very well done spot. Lots of like kind of mucky area and stuff. As Lyra, you are aware this is where you know this area because your master knows it. This is the lair of where these wretched creatures that have been malformed by magic live. And they're called mongrel folk. Basically, things that have went wrong with horrible magical experiments and have kind of like created this horrifically effed up society. Generally ignored by the populace.
Fun.
Yeah, you don't need Gazrog the Slayer, so I'll put the 4 of you guys in.
Okay.
And as I switch you over to a map.
Cast.
So would they be friendly towards us, or would they?
Yeah, they're pretty much hostile towards everything.
Can you chuck me that 60-foot
Oh, yeah.
vision? Thank you. This is what fucking Nano saw every time we oh no, it wasn't Nano, Kiara. Stage.
Yeah, so you guys got yourself set up for your area, and you can move through the map as you guys now see the dark area before you.
And Panavic will just follow Lyra.
Yeah. Okay. Lyra's probably the best scout right now. Go. Have like really good dark vision.
Yeah, don't we have good dark vision?
Why is Lyra going backwards?
Oh. I can't see anything really.
You can't? You know, I can't see
Do you
the
know-
map?
Not
only have,
very.
I mean, I think it's just because of dynamic lighting. So
Yeah, you just
Yeah,
have
so
dark
the
vision on.
the lighting constricts to the
what
to
you
the
can
shape
see.
of the room.
Yeah, like you can't see, like you won't be able to see past those. Josen, those are walls you're bumping into.
Okay.
That's why you can't see anything around the walls.
So I'm always just like 5 foot behind Lyra.
Rosh is gonna draw her bow just for the time being.
Okay.
That's just a dead end.
I don't like this.
Would you like me to take point, Lyra?
Sure.
I'll take point.
Lyra, do you have any ranged abilities like a bow and arrow
Yeah, I
or
have a
crossbow?
short bow.
Okay.
Don't
We'll stay
forget though,
behind.
you guys do have to take things alive by melee attacks.
Yeah.
Indeed.
As you guys approach this area, in the distance now, you can start hearing some sounds coming around the cave.
Is it to us?
It is not dwarves.
Yeah, okay, but it sounds like it's getting closer.
Heath,
Yes.
I would like to.
just so you're aware, I left the dwarven woman outside with Soul Reaver.
I figured, yes.
Okay.
And
how do
Gus.
I? Okay.
Wait, what?
Or you got Gus
Heath,
on your
could
back, I
you-
suppose, still.
No, could you chuck down a magic effect that I can manipulate? Because I'm trying to drag it on and it's not working. Just for my.
No, you could just use your token twice, man, for your shadow form.
Oh, it's not even letting me even drag it. Oh, there we go.
Like that, right? You should be able to
No,
drag
there we go.
everything.
Okay, cool. Alright, so I'll chuck. I just wanted the magic effects so I can tell the difference. So I know where my actual body is and where the echo is.
Well, that's your echo there. You mark your echo.
Oh, yes. Okay, sweet. Yeah, so I was gonna head over to here. Just my echo move along with me.
Does your echo stay up permanently? I thought your echo had to...
The echo, as long as it's within 30 feet of me, it continues.
Okay.
Yeah, it's eventually command the echo to move up to 30 feet in any direction. If my echo is ever more than 30 away from you, it's destroyed. At the end of my turn, so I can move away.
Yeah.
Just gonna.
This is a very tight. Corridors.
So, as you get there, Josen, you start hearing little noises going...
Alright, once he starts like describing what's happening, people should just stop moving.
Yeah.
Just in case like combat begins.
As
Just
you guys-
FYI for Eat Meat, who moved across the entire room in that process.
Yeah, so as you guys look, Lyra, you see vicious little ugly monster creatures. Look like humanoids that have been transmuted with a bunch of different monsters and animal creatures. Some sort of some horrific experimentation, as this is what you see.
Like the Cronenberg Ricks
Yeah,
and
but like
Morty's.
that.
Oops, I accidentally dismissed that. Whatever.
What are you guys talking about? That is adorable.
There you go.
I
That
can
is
see that at
objectively
Pixar.
not adorable. That is very much.
What are you
If
talking
I
about?
saw
I
it
can
in
see-
real life, I would kick it in the nose and run.
What are you talking about?
And I live in
definitely see that at a
Australia.
Pixar movie.
I live in Australia.
Hey, back to the game, guys. As the creatures look over around at you, the creatures notice you, Lyra. And with that, everybody can roll initiative. So, Josen, you click on your token and you click the initiative button on your sheet. There you go. Yeah.
I will link my manifest echo for you once everyone's done initiative, so you can just read it and make sure everything's on the up and up.
Yeah. Hey, there we go. Everybody in?
Yep, I think so.
There.
Descending.
You
Okay,
don't have Gaz. Did Gazrog stay outside? Or you
Yes,
guys-
Gazrog stayed outside. I'm not running
Okay.
Gazrog and these things, especially with this crappy internet problems I'm having.
All good.
Yeah.
All good. I was just out wondering. Okay, so I'll link Manifest Echo for you. There you go. It's very
Yeah.
long. Okay, so I actually can't see any of them just yet. So, 15. I can see one of them there. 20, 25, and 30. I'll get my 5, 10, 15. Get my Echo to move up in front of Lyra. Form a little bit of a defensive wall for her. And I'm gonna hold my halberd that I'll attack the first one that gets within 10 feet.
Okay, eat meat, you're up.
Let's see. Yep, caution to the wind. I'm gonna go for a full dash, so 60 feet, I suppose.
Yep, 60 feet out of full dash.
So I get to the corner, turn the corner. Protect the tank.
Did you rage or not? Jet, you there?
No, it was just a dash action. So
Okay, you did rage. Okay.
I don't get a swing because I have to be within 5 feet before any of my weapons hit. So.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so Mongrel's turns. First Mongrel's up.
Hey, Josen, I'm just wondering if you're I bet the music is echoing through you. Sorry.
But that is
Is
within 10 feet of me, so I can attack that.
Yeah, I can hear like the music, like
Yep,
when
you
it
can
gets
attack.
onto the high pitches. I just hear like an echo. Apologies, I don't mean to
Yeah,
that's
be
just
that guy.
turn down the music on the computer, Josen.
Sorry.
Weird, I'm not getting an echo.
No,
Huh.
I didn't hear anything.
Weird. Maybe it was just me.
Make your attack, Jet. Or, not Jet, sorry.
Yep.
Cam.
With my halberd.
Hey, that hits as you crack into it for 14 damage. It's still up.
Oh, that was a max damage as well. Better know this.
Okay, this mongrel goes up and takes 2 attacks at Eat Meat. He comes up with a bite. Ooh, and sinks into his neck for 5 piercing damage. He just sinks his teeth deep into him.
Oh, my phone's gonna die.
And then with his second attack, after digging his teeth into your side, he takes his claws and rams them across your chest for another 3 damage. You take 8 total damage, Eat Meat.
Aren't you glad that there are 2 Minotaurs standing in front of you, Lyra?
Yep.
Dash is there. Lyra, you're up.
How close do I have to be to use my short bow?
You're in danger. You can use it at any within 60 feet, kiddo, or 80 feet.
But
Okay.
you cannot non-lethal with a bow, unfortunately.
Yeah, you will.
So
If you want to
shoot
knock
the
him
bow,
out though with your rapier, you'll have to go hit him with your rapier.
Okay. How close are so?
You have to stand next to him to hit him with the rapier.
Is that right then?
Yep,
Just
that's
down
right.
there?
And then you roll your rapier attack. That hits. And with the sneak attack, you watch Lyra as she takes her rapier and just cracks it over the head, knocking it unconscious.
Nice.
Nice.
Rasha, you're up.
All right, it's time for Rush to go full beast mode and just turn into a dire wolf. How do I resize it?
I got to do that.
Thank you. So I will not delete Rasha like I did last time.
Do you get non-lethal as a dire wolf?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
still melee.
Okay.
Also, I need, I think, dark vision. Do I get that?
Dire wolves do not have dark vision, I don't think. I'll double check, but you do not have dark vision.
That's really? That seems okay.
No, they
Fine.
do not get dark vision, man.
He can keep his dark vision if he had it as a.
Does he?
Yeah. As when you wild shape, you keep any of that kind of stuff that you have as a.
No, okay.
Right.
For some
Remember
reason, I
it's,
thought you lost the dark vision.
Yeah. Okay. So, sorry about that.
No, I think you keep any senses and any physical abilities. Remember, because shift could.
Oh, I guess. Yeah. I mean, it's a
use
weird
his
one.
Melee agility.
All right.
Yeah,
Cheers.
because it's not like polymorph where it completely completely takes over your stats. Like
I know you
get to
keep your mental
mental stuff.
stats and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Rasha is
Yeah,
going
I
to
like-
go for a bite against that guy.
I'm like 99% sure. I'm gonna double check it right now for you, but I'm 99% sure.
Oh, and I have advantage because I'm right
You-
beside E-Meat.
Yeah. You retain
Oh, I
the
know.
benefit of any features from your class, race, or some other source.
Okay.
Oh no, wait. However, you can't use any of your special senses such as dark vision. Unless,
So you
yeah,
don't have
do
dark
use
vision,
them.
so you're blind. Yeah.
All right, advantage.
Hey,
apologize.
Heath.
Yep.
Since I didn't take an action, can I use my action to use the help action for Rasha?
You use your action to dash.
Oh, right. I did use the action. I keep forgetting that
So
the
that
dash
will
acts as an
miss.
action.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because
Well, at least I can be a meat shield for you guys.
Oz Russia.
Sorry, guys. I did not. I should have probably looked. Well, and I'll go look for more wild shapes that do have dark vision for next time.
the mongrels will make their
I know.
attacks on the wolf because they can. Second one hits for 2 damage. Whoopee. This one
I
goes
can't
attacks the
even see
wolf.
where the wolf is.
What's the AC of the dire wolf?
14?
It misses
Yes.
then, yeah. Both miss.
Alright.
Novak, you're up.
Whoops.
Zarnovic. I'm going to. I'll move. The one in front of Lyra is unconscious, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I will move over to here. Is this enough space? There's the other ones. Is there enough space next to Eat Meat to stand, or is that too close to the wall?
Next to Eat Meat, that you can't stand there. No, that's too close.
No. Okay.
Not for your sizes. Lyra could,
5,
but
10.
not your fucking giant minotaurs.
I'll get my. I'll move my Wait, can my thing move through? Unoccupied space. 15 feet. Range you lost until it is destroyed to dismiss it. No, he would have to. It doesn't say how it interacts if I try to move it between.
I think it has a physical
Okay.
form.
It has a physical
When a
form,
creature-
man.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I'll just get him to move 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20. It can, so there's a 20 feet, it can move an extra 10 feet to get over to here, correct?
Wait.
Yeah, technically we are squeezing through, so it's difficult terrain at that point.
Yo, Eat Meat. If you
So
move
I
like.
can't just go through Rush's spot.
Well, no,
there.
like get to where you are because it's got to go through Eat Meat
Okay.
and you.
Okay,
and-
yeah. So that's all good then. It'll just stay. Oh wait, you can stand on top of. No, I wouldn't be able to. That's too squeezy. All right, that's fine. It'll stand there then.
Eat Me. If you move beside me, I can get Pack Tactics, which would basically just give me a flat roll.
If I move now, though, I'm going to take a whole bunch of.
In any case, guys, worry about that
strikes.
meta, guys. Just let the
Yeah,
let the
Sorry.
I will move them there. I will swing my great axe at the one immediately in front of me.
So you dropped your halberd?
Yeah, I'll drop the halberd to swap. Why not?
Yeah, because you can drop it and take a weapon. Otherwise, the stowing is your move. You can only stow.
Yeah,
and pull one.
I'll drop the halberd. That's all good. To take out my great axe and swing it at the one in front of me.
Hey, that hits for 7 damage. You just crack into it. Not doing a lot of damage, but you hit it.
And I will use one of my unleash incarnations to have my echo also take a swing at it.
Okay, that will miss.
That's a yoink. Let me do that, and that'll be my turn.
Neat, you're up.
Alright, let's just take, let's take a regular double-handed swing at these two.
Reckless or flat, and you can only attack one.
No, I can attack two.
What?
How?
Says up to 2 creatures within 5 feet, and they're both within 5 feet.
Oh, your fury. Yes, your storm's fury. I thought you meant with your axe.
No, with my warhammer.
Can you link that to me, please?
Oh.
Do you have your Storm Fury applied to your Warhammer automatically?
In the description here for the warhammer.
That's not how Warhammers work, my guy.
No,
Storm
no.
Herald, Tundra, no, Sea. Choose one other creature you can see within your aura.
No,
Okay, so
not the storm aura. It's just on the warhammer.
That's not how Warhammers work, though, my
Yeah,
guy.
man, I don't know where you're getting that Warhammer description from. You don't get extra attacks with Warhammers, I'm pretty sure, but let me double check. I've never heard of that. Yeah, there's nothing special about Warhammers, man. You just make your attack roll. Any creature within 5 feet.
Alright. Well, then I guess it'll just have to be the one that was also attacked here.
Okay.
Pretty sure that this thing is set that somewhere on here. Anyway, alright, fine. I thought there was some kind of sweeping action.
Take a screenshot of what you have and send it to the chat. You don't know how to link it. At least I just read it and trying to figure out where that came from.
Alright, hang on. Give me a sec, guys. I've gotta set it to you. Took the screenshot already. I just gotta make it.
But I guess make your attack regardless. I mean,
Here you go.
yeah, that will miss.
Right. I guess as far as a bonus,
You can still rage, you know.
Yeah, your rage is a bonus action.
One second.
Jet, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you can hear.
Yeah,
So
we can
did
hear
you are you raging or?
Yeah, I should have. I hit the rage button, right? It
Yeah,
says
yeah,
I am,
yeah.
right?
Sorry, didn't load up right away.
When you rage, you can activate your aura and that thing as well.
Yeah,
so
the
you can
storm
use
aura.
your-
But I gotta be careful because you're in range of it too.
Well, I thought are you sea aura? Or what aura are you?
Storm aura. It's 10 feet in every direction around me.
You emanate an aura with extends 10 feet, but do not go through total cover. Your aura has effect actives when you're in rage. Your bonus action.
well, what kind of aura did you choose?
C. He picked C.
C. So it doesn't matter. You choose one creature.
Yeah, you choose a creature. Yeah.
It doesn't
Oh.
hit everyone.
Yeah, you just
Okay,
pick one
then-
creature to hit.
Again, the same kobold that I attempted to attack.
It fails, so roll a
Fucking
d6.
eat shit, Lyra. He's attacking a kobold.
Natural attacks the kobold, Lyra.
I'm sorry, what did you guys say?
D6, I need a d6, eat meat.
D6.
Sorry about that.
No worries, Andy.
Just had to close a window.
Okay, it does 3 damage. Okay, moving onwards. The mongrel's turns. This mongrel is unconscious. He just sits there sleeping as Lyra stands over top of it. Old girl power.
I will be back in 1 second.
This
yeah.
one,
If they attack my echo, it has the same AC as me. Just FYI.
14? Your AC is 14?
16. No,
Your
it's
Echo has an
14
AC
plus.
14, period. That is your AC,
No,
Echo's AC.
it's 14 plus proficiency.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, AC 14 plus proficiency bonus and 1 HP.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh, I will burn it.
Those miss. Second guy goes. As he bites at Eat Meat, unable to attack. The other one attacks. Ooh, that one hits Avatek for 3 damage. I will just put that in there for him.
I linked it into the general chat there. Right in the center description, it says there, up to 2 creatures within 5 feet.
It's 2 creatures within 5 feet. Let me. That might just be a. Oh, haha!
Is it?
That's
Is
not
it
a
just
description.
that I don't
no,
understand?
No. That's just blank. That's to give you an example of a special ability it can do, but there's nothing there.
Oh.
Because if you type something in it,
So it's
it just goes away,
it's
see?
Just
like if I type
me
T in it, it
not
just goes
knowing
away,
how
and then
full 20
yeah,
works.
yeah. That's a description. That's an example of a description, not a description itself. Yeah, all the weapons will say that. You click on your Grey Club, your Javelin, they'll all say that. Right? Because that's just a description of something special. But it's not. That's why it's in the light gray. That's why you're getting that.
Sorry, I hit the
Okay.
wrong button.
Oh,
Yeah.
no worries. So Lyra goes in for a stab and misses. Are you gonna take it? You're going for a sneak attack?
I am back.
Actually, if you moved here, Lyra, you would hit. Did you want to do that? Josen, you there?
Yep.
Okay, because you get advantage for flanking, which you wouldn't know until I told you. So, 21 damage, you crack that guy in the head.
No, see, Jet, what you've got confused by is the
I,
description.
he already told
okay.
me.
Sorry, I just saw that. I heard the beep. I thought it just came up then.
Rasha, you're up.
Alright, is it right if I roll perception for smell just to see if I can detect one that's nearby?
Well,
'Cause I can't see.
They are. 1 second, I'll give you. You can't see. You just have disadvantage
see.
strikes. You know they're around you automatically,
Yeah.
but your
Is
strikes are at disadvantage.
Is it right if I move Rasha's actual token just to see what's going on? But I also roll with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I was pretty sure the
Alright.
dark vision thing didn't cross over with the animals because I'm like, I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not bad. I thought that it counted as one of the racial. But
Is this one dead or?
No, they'll have the little black mark over them if they're unconscious.
Since I have pack tactics, I'm going to attack that one with just a normal roll.
Okay. That will hit.
Alright,
And
8 piercing.
8 piercing damage.
And it needs to make a DC strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
It fails, so it's not prone.
Awesome. And I guess that's all I can really do.
Okay, Mongrel's turn. It attacks you.
Alright, bring it. Actually, I'm just going to roll a
And
calculator.
hits you for 2 damage. As
2
it
damage,
bites
alright.
into your flank of your butt for 2 damage.
I just kind of wipe it off. I just kind of swipe my tail out. Just not attackingly, but just like back off.
And the other one
Got it.
can't seem to get through your thick hide as it bites and claws at you, but unable to do anything. Novik, you're up.
Oh, no, Vic. I'm gonna. I'll take my non-lethal at with my great axe at the one on the ground.
Okay.
So advantaged.
That hits and knocks him unconscious. You just crack him in the head, knocking him out.
All right, and I will move my Echo over here next to Lyra, because he can walk over the unconscious dude, right? Yeah, cool. And I will use another Unleash Incarnation to take an extra swing at the one between Lyra and Eat Meat.
Okay.
That one's still up, right? It hasn't gone
Yes.
down. Yeah, it doesn't have the mark. Alright, yeah, so another, and this is not advantage. Bloop.
That hits, and he falls unconscious. You crack him across the head as well.
Ooh, that max damage! Woo!
Your min damage would have knocked him unconscious.
He had already been hit.
Yeah, Lyra did 21 damage on him.
Damn. Damn it, I thought he hadn't been hit yet.
Eat Meat, you're up.
All right, let's move forward. Let's work our way.
Just before that, I will also move over to here.
Okay.
Because I still had my own movement.
Technically you can't share that space because the large creature.
Oh, is that... Okay. That's fine, I'll move over here then.
Eat Meat, you're up.
Yep. So, lovely fella right here. Let's
Hey,
go
make
for
your
another two-handed swing. I am raging right now, right?
Yes.
All right. Oh, I can't do reckless attack because it's not my first one. Okay.
You can reckless.
Let's just go. Oh,
No.
Nah,
When it
never
says your
mind.
first attack, it means you have to call. You can't reckless like midway between your two attack system is what that means. You have to dedicate
well-
your first attack as reckless. But anyways, you hit regardless.
right.
You
Okay.
crack him in the head for 8 damage. He's getting...
Let's see. Roll 1d6.
He makes
Storm
his
Wall.
dex save. Yep. Fails. He takes another 4 damage. As you just zap him in the butt. Larry, you're up.
Can I move to this guy?
You can, yes.
Okay. I'll hit him with my rapier.
Okay, roll your attack. That hits for 18 damage. You just crack him across it. He's looking really rough already. Lyra's just tearing these things to pieces. Rasha, you're up.
Alright, and I will go in for the finishing blow.
What the hell is going on, guys?
For non-lethal damage, obviously.
It's actually up with 1 HP.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright, can it make a DC strength saving throw?
It fails.
Nice.
What the hell is happening, guys? Why
know.
the hell is everything going right?
Yeah.
Because I
weird wizard
baby
like-
stepped this one at you guys!
Really, this is like just...
Well, 2 misses, but the second one hits you, Rasha, for 5 damage.
Ooh, no. Thank you.
And this guy stands back up and attacks the wolf. Hits you for 6 damage total, as he hits you twice. One bite and claws. Novik, you're up.
Alright, well, I'll swing it.
That matters.
that Lyra and Rasha have attacked with my great axe.
Okay.
Non-lethal. He got back up, yeah. So
Yeah,
normal.
he's the backup. Ooh, that just misses.
Yikes. I will bonus action swap places with.
No, wait,
my Echo.
actually, I call that back. You are giving a partial flank, so that just hits. So he goes
Never mind
unconscious.
then.
That is a partial
And
flank.
then. Yeah, move my guy up there. And with my last Unleash incarnation, I'll take a extra Great Axe swing with my Echo.
That hits, and that will not knock him unconscious. He's still
That's
up.
all good. That's important.
Eat Meat, your turn. This guy's looking
well.
pretty woozy.
That should be enough to finish, right? Or do you need the storm aura still?
Yeah, no, you knock him unconscious. As he collapses to the ground, as the last one is knocked unconscious, as you guys find 5 little mongrel men.
Thank God. I'll be honest, I'm very surprised we didn't TPK.
Against these things?
Yeah. Even I have no faith.
There, see, Gus, we get good fight this time.
Wait, is Gus is out here with us?
Gus
He's
is still
still
attached
strapped
to
to
his
my
back.
back.
Oh.
I mean, we never actually re-strapped him to your back. I don't know if anyone else helped you do that while I was away.
Oh,
For the purposes, I
I thought that
imagine
had happened.
he would have done it. So, anyways,
Yeah.
guys, as you have the last 5 mongrels unconscious at your feet, you gather your chains and ropes to tie them up and bring them outside, where Soul Reaver waits for each of you.
Is there if I see if there's anything in the cave before we go?
Sure, you can make an investigation.
Alright. I guess I'll have to get on my wolf form though, so just make sure that we're not leaving anything behind.
Yeah.
Nope.
You find a lot of poop.
Nice. Perfect.
Eat meat. You find bigger poop.
Gus, I found chocolate.
Pocket it.
He found right back.
Oh, yeah, no worries, kiddo. So as you guys look about, the cave given there was nothing in this cave, guys. I had to slap this together.
Yeah. We figured as much.
It's fine, don't worry.
As you guys
Are
look
you
about,
giving us the auto teleport out?
yes, you guys just get out. You guys leave the cave. With Soul Reaver looking about each of you. I will wait for Josen to get back, actually, because we're about to wrap up. Jesus Christ. Oh, Zaku. It's a shame they couldn't come in and play today. It would have been fun.
Yeah.
But don't worry, guys. This campaign is only going to last another 4 to 8 games max. I will be bringing it to a close soon. And me and Michael plan to start working on the hero campaign for you guys.
The ending of this campaign is going to be a spectacular failure.
I will make a series for the real.
We're gonna get to the end of the campaign, and Rear Flesher was gonna be like, "Y'all did literally fuck all. What? And he's gonna murder us." And then the end of the campaign's gonna happen without us.
Cam, if it's alright with you, is there if I make the ground? Because I know you're Griffin.
Are you fucking trying to take my spot? You trying to kick me out of this group, Andy?
I'm not kicking you out of the group. I'm just asking if I can take your position. Correct. Most absolute done for Clark. It's like, God, I hate all of you for getting into this mess. Welcome back.
I'm not welcome back. I'm here.
Oh,
Just Crystal.
hey, it's your dog.
Hey, Crystal, you're literally popped in just as we're about to wrap up.
Yeah, I figured. I only got home from work like a second ago.
Well, did you want a quick recap of the disaster? So as you guys gather yourselves together, and as the great and mighty ogre looks down upon you with Soul Reaver, he goes, "Well, it looks like we have at least something to give to the drow." As he looks down at the mongrels, not the greatest thing, but perhaps they will be forgiving for the time being. I
The thing
believe.
that Drow are widely known for.
Well, in any case, you will each survive. We will have to move forward from here on out. And with that, with the slaves in tow, the party ready to go, we'll end today's session with success.
I mean, it